What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another something or other. How are we, guys? How are we? Oh yeah, that's right. I've got a 97 Yan or black in a preview pack. What? You know. We'll take that. Probably not even worth as much as the pack anyway, is he? Barely. Oh. Still though. Big 97. We don't mind it. We don't mind it. When would the Ultimate Edition be available to play? The 22nd. I'm hoping it's one of those ones where we're able to get it on the 21st at some stage. Did I miss a craziness this morning? No, I saw it, but you know, who cares? Even if, right? Even if EA gave us the capabilities to have free unlimited 85x10s, does it matter? It just doesn't, does it? It literally just doesn't. It's not something that at this stage of FIFA means anything or does anything. What are you counting? Not counting anything, mate. What are you counting? Arousal. Switch to New Zealand at 12 UK time on Thursday and you can play. We'll see. We'll see. Seen a guy with 45 mil off the glitch. Wait, what SBC did he keep doing to get 45 mil? Completed Messi and Ronaldo with a glitch, then realised I haven't played FIFA for 8 weeks. Wasted time. That's what I mean, Nelson. It's a mad one, isn't it? Oh, this is a wrong one. Quick selling cards. Oh, you just quick sold the same player. Yeah, fair enough. He'll almost definitely get banned, right? It's again, it's just not something that's going to have been worth it for him, for sure. I noticed the female players felt more clunky than the males from the beta. Fair enough. I won't say I agree with that one, but each to their own. Did I see the glitch that happened? Yeah, we've been talking about it, the glitch that happened this morning. It's a mad one. Like, KC runs, you and me both in that regard, brother. Like I woke up, what, about 9:15 this morning? Well, I got out of bed at 9:15 this morning anyway. And like check socials and stuff, and all I see is people going off about this glitch, and I just thought, first of all, if you do this by mistake once or twice, cool, you've benefited massively. But if you like go out and abuse this, you're just gonna end up getting banned right before FC24, that is from the same company as FIFA 23. And it just, again, takes me back to that situation where I look and I'm like, you already have an unlimited cards glitch. Just spam the 85x10s over and over and over. And I promise you, you will have everything you need from it. You don't need some other money glitch. What's the glitch? They fixed it now. It doesn't matter. Because you haven't seen Matt's latest video. Wait, what's Matt's latest video? How to correctly spend 4,600 FC points in EA FC24. What's that got to do with the glitch here? How do you know? I do love Matt, but how do you know how to spend the FIFA points? The game's not out yet. 85x10s are overrated, never get high cards. Well, that's just a lie, isn't it? He must have deleted it. It was him abusing a glitch. Oh, fair enough. Will it be playing some pro clubs? Potentially so, mate. Yeah, when the new game's out. Oh, look at that. Oh, 85 by 10 is overrated. You never get any good cars. Ah. Alrighty. It'll be the same videos every year to draft. Well, so here's the interesting thing, right? There's two really favorable ways to spend FIFA points day one. Number one is just play the draft. Number two is by opening silver packs. And people just don't like opening silver packs. But the truth of the matter is that your return on investment per silver pack is massive. And so I would always advise opening silver packs. However, this time around, right? This time around, we got to be smart, right? We don't know. Surely say hi, mate, please. What's up, Adam? How you doing, pal? We don't know if we're going to get loads of stuff in store, like the XP kit and stuff like that, right? That might cost 80,000 coins or like 100 FIFA points, right? And we also don't know if evolutions might have extra evolutions that cost coins or FIFA points. So no Prem fixtures on Story Net. The Premier League cards are coming today, and the Bundesliga ones as well. So until we genuinely see the game this year, it is an unknown in terms of like how to spend your FIFA points. Thanks, Paul Pal. Ooh. Right, I've got a lot of excess fodder here. Let's go and complete a couple of segments of Harry Kane. Evolutions will be with coins and points as well, which was stated when... Yeah, exactly. So for me on my road to glory, because obviously I bought the Ultimate Edition, I'm going to get those 4,600 FIFA points. I'm going to be spending those FIFA points on evolutions. Probably going to see if you can get the 10-hour trial to play. Here, play. Decide if you want the game or not. Well, the 10-hour trial comes when the early access comes. What's up, Kurdish? How you doing, man? Why on evolutions? Well, for me personally, I genuinely believe, and this is going to be no secret to almost everybody that's watching, but me personally, I genuinely believe that evolutions could be the literal single greatest thing that EA have ever introduced into any FIFA ever. The only thing that will make that a negative thing is if they get it wrong. If they get it wrong, evolutions is just going to be some bog standard pile of trash. But if they get it right, great. Purchased the Ultimate Edition yesterday. Do I miss any of the content? Yes. You miss out on the Champions League hero, I believe. Have they said evolutions will require purchasing stuff from the store? Well, they've noted that you can buy evolutions from coins and FIFA points, yeah. Whether that's the store officially or not, we don't know. Would also be the worst thing they've ever introduced at the same time. They've been purposely downgrading cards that you can upgrade just by playing the game, which is so pointless. So let me take you guys back to a video I did long on the leaked ratings, right? This is me. Don't look good, do I? I need like a suntan and that. I've changed my office around, by the way, guys. You can't tell, can you? I know. I've moved my desk about maybe 10 foot, 12 foot off the wall. So I'm a lot closer to like what's behind me. I thought when we looked at Evos, right? I thought to myself, it will look horrible having like a full green team. But when Josh made this, I thought, actually, you know what? That looks sick. And I would love nothing more. Not a single thing more than being able to take the Arsenal team and make it like this. And the reason why I don't think it will be some mad overpowered thing if we can just continuously upgrade and grind cards is because this team, let's say this team takes me 5 or 6 weeks to get to, it's not even going to be as good as teams people just have. So why won't they allow you, like, maybe they will, right? But we're gonna have to wait and see. But I'm desperately hoping they allow you to continuously farm evolutions. Yeah, they will get special dynamics and stuff, that's right. You think they can make some bad promo cards available for... Well, so everything's available for evolutions, right? As long as the card fits within the evolution values. Let me see if I can find that YouTube video from EA. Hold on. EA Sports. It's in the game. If it's in the game, it's in the game.
Guesses.
EA Sports. It's in the game. Our ultimate
Welcome
team
back
deep
to our
dive.
EA Sports FC24 deep.
Let's just mute this. Evolution. So, see how it has requirements. Shooting is maximum 78. Pace is maximum 81. Overall is maximum 78. And the weak foot is maximum 4-star. So it doesn't, it could be anyone. It could be a ones to watch, an inform, a team of the season. Not that you'd have a 78 rated team of the season, but as long as the player fits within those requirements, they are eligible for that evolution. And it's the same. And based on some of the evolutions that we allegedly saw on the beta, some of them had no overall maximum rating, but had like maximum overall of like 75 pace and 75 passing. Now, when you take cards that have like maximum 75 pace and 75 passing, it opens up the opportunity of some really cool cards that you can upgrade even further. They won't give evolutions to players like over the 84 at the beginning because EA Sports are stingy. Potentially so, yeah. Or potentially got only 1 or 2. Let's see what else we've got on here if we can find anything else. Then any upgrades. Now we're women and ultimate team already. Oh, they didn't really give like that much on the Evo stuff. Yeah, so see here, dribbling evolution, evolution foundation, striker upgrade, the path to glory. Does it click through on some of those that we can see? I want to see if it like shows anything else or if it jumps straight to that screen. It jumps straight to that screen. So this, like the dribbling evolution could literally be maximum 88 rated, maximum 80 dribbling, right? And then you look at all of the players that are available in that regard. Maximum, and let's say for example it was maximum 88 rated, maximum 80 dribbling, or let's say maximum 89 rated, maximum 80 dribbling. You could all of a sudden take someone like Virgil van Dijk and give him the dribbling upgrade. And so you could upgrade an 89 rated Van Dijk. Now, it might not help any stats that are like super important to him, but you could still do it, right? And so for me, it's like when we look at this here, Evolution's Foundations, for example, in my personal opinion, has to be something that we can repeat over. Like, see this here. Shooting max 78, pace max 81, overall max 78. If you could just do this infinitely, and all you got from it is like an 80. Where does it go to after the 80? Then level 2, you got to play 3 more matches. Oh no, that's still level 1. Then level 2, you got to play some more matches again, score 2 goals and assist 3 goals. And then you go from a 77 to an 80 or whatever it was. There you go. Now he's got the 80 Mukoko in there. If you could take over the course of however many games, 10 games, 12 games, 177 rated striker to like an 83 rated striker, but you could do it 100 times over, who gives a damn? You're not breaking FIFA. You're just not breaking FIFA. So I really hope that like these are all Or at least I hope that there are some that are infinitely repeatable for the sole purpose of, if you are the fan of a club that has lots of low rated cards, you can grind all of them up to a reasonable level within the early days. Is my Road to Glory going to be pretty much Evolution's only Road to Glory? It depends on how they do it, right? If they do it how I would like to hope that they do it, then yes. It's going to be an Arsenal-only Evolution RTG. And everything that we do will be gearing the account towards getting the best possible Arsenal team. Every time they get like a special card, we'll be getting that card so that if we can evo those up, we'll go with those. And hopefully competing in champs with them and, you know, getting towards the end of the, or even the mid of the game cycle and just being in a position where the cards are insane, right? That's the idea anyway. If, however, evolutions are as what we expect them to be, which is like you can evo 6 mad average cards per 5-week season, then it'll just be a regular poor man Road to Glory. Yeah, I'll go for the Arsenal icons too. We'll make it like a whole bunch of fun for sure. Am I going to evo the Arsenal women as well? Yep. I did that this year of Arsenal cards. It was tough because I didn't get many specials. It's way more fun for me than playing. Yeah, now imagine if you could just upgrade those Tyrone by a little bit here or there. We're not even saying like upgrade them. You know, I'm not saying like, oh, let's get Thomas Partey day 1 as an 84 and by the end of the first week he's a 93 rated card. I'm not saying that that's where it needs to be. I'm saying that like we need to be able to get Thomas Partey from an 84 to an 86 or an 87 by the end of the first season. But then also every single Arsenal card outside of that also be able to get them upgraded. Whether or not we're going to be able to do that, only time will tell. Would I suggest using the FIFA points on drafts? Yeah, drafts is a good way to use the FIFA points. You want to just Evo and Ketia up and up. And that's what I mean. Like, if you're a fan of like a championship club or a Division 1 or a Division 2 club or something like that, Evos could just be insane for you. Now, I understand that mindset where people say, oh, but with that EA won't make money. Oh, but of course they will. Because if they put an Evo that costs 50,000 coins or 250 FIFA points and you don't want to waste your coins, guess what? Guess what people are going to do? People will spend in their thousands and thousands and thousands. They will spend FIFA points on getting their players even further upgraded. And it's a great way for EA to start making good microtransaction revenue that has nothing to do with packs. Fairly certain said you won't be able to use FIFA points for evolutions, only coins. I was pretty sure it was like, well, of course you won't be able to use FIFA points, but FC points. Nick 2018 would love it if Leeds fan of evolutions are how you think they would work. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Nick would genuinely love playing and playing and playing and playing and playing, and it gets me mad excited. But it also gets me to the point where it's like I know that that's just not how EA work. Evo's untradeable. Yeah, so as soon as you evolution a card or evolve a card, it becomes untradeable, or even if you implement it into evolutions. And again, right, the reason why I don't think that there would be an issue with them allowing Evos to be infinitely repeatable, even if it meant at the cost of coins, is because you can only do one at a time. Which means if you wanted to get like a full team evoed up, you are just gonna be living on the game, and I'm all about that. The game comes out next week. Who cares? Lol. What? Am I gonna start streaming EAFC from the 19th? Well, I will start streaming EAFC when the web app's out, basically. Apparently, evolutions can have dynamics, yeah. As you evolve them, they get new dynamics. Which, again, is like one of those things that's like quite mad, isn't it, really? It's quite mad. You think it might be like 3 free Evos and after that 20k to start a new... I'd be totally okay with that. When are the ratings out? 2 days. Female players that get Evos? Yeah, of course they will. When's the web app out? On the 19th, the web app. You have to spend coins to start an Evo? No, there was a lot of free Evos. I'm sure that there are some that you will have to spend coins on, but you don't have to spend coins on them. Is there an unlimited fodder glitch? Well, you just rinse and repeat 85 by 10s and you will indeed have unlimited fodder, yes. How to log into the web app? You can't, like, it doesn't exist right now, mate. You can't. Like your original evolution idea, where the more you play of any player, they just upgrade in small increments. Yeah, I don't mind the way EA have it now, though. I quite like the... Like, I'm hoping evolutions and objectives are going to be a massive part of the game this year. Because if they are... Ooh, finally. Oh, what a pack that is. Where's that guy that was like... oh, these 85 by 10s, they're terrible. You never get higher rated cards. Someone tell me what month of the year it is, man. Holy. Yeah, that's amazing. 99, 98, 97, 96, no 95. That's genuinely an insane pack, isn't it? Fair play. A 99 dupe leather. Finally get 98 Dybala. Not that it matters, but... Do I think women will be too OP? No, I think some women will be OP. Some women will be shit. I think some men will be OP and some men will be shit. That's it. Hurricane. That's Harry Kane done in no time. You think the PC will have a shared transfer market with the console? I don't actually know. Curious question. Would you any FIFA content creator if you were not a streamer? I genuinely don't understand the question, mate. Sorry. I think letting us grind to get an 82 by 10 on week 2 will push the power curve too much. So here's another interesting thing, right? And something I was talking to Josh about regarding evolutions as well, because like Josh and I yesterday played all of our rivals games together as in co-op to get all of the packs for when the new game comes. I think he means Arsenal are shite. Well, what I think he means is you're never allowed to type on my stream again. So well done, idiot. If you know, like when we start the new game, right? We're getting 2 of these like hero booster packs. Let me show you, right? I can't remember exactly what day it comes out, but so we've got join the club 2. Oh, it says received reward already. I can't remember what you get for it. Hold on, let me go on to Footbin and look. So you've got join the club, complete join the club 2 and earn an 82 times 10 player in next year's ultimate team. Earn the New Era pack in next year's Ultimate Team, and that contains 2 rare gold player pack, a base hero 5-game loan, and a coin boost, and you could do that twice. Then you've got Join the Club 1, which is earn a pack of 3 rare gold players from each of the top 5 leagues. And then on Friday coming, we're going to get some more stuff as well, where you can earn, I think it was an 84x7 or something like that, wasn't it, that was coming? I can't remember exactly what it was. And once again, right, when I see things like that, I think to myself, with what is likely to be, you know, ultimate packs and 100k packs given out all over the place from milestones and things like that, like always, you know, scoring 500 goals and stuff like that, it's still going to be there, right? It's going to be a situation again where very, very, very quickly, you're going to be able to have a really good team. Like, not necessarily icons and Haalands and Mbappes and such, but you are going to be able to have a really good team. Like, you know, just full of like the mid-tier meta players, you know, the Marcus Llorentes and the kind of like Rafael Varane level players like that, right? Which then takes me back to, again, who cares if I can Evo a guy up when you're already, like, the game isn't even out yet, and we're already banking 82x10s. 82x10s. Now, I'm pretty sure it comes out just like a week or so into the game as well, right? It's not like something that comes out like 3 months down the line. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. Do you think the majority of people won't care about evolutions and just have meta players? Therefore, it would be very hard to evolve players with lower clubs, e.g. Chelsea. I don't know. I think whether or not people care about evolutions, again, I genuinely think it comes down to how EA engage them with the game. If they get it right, they could be massive. Is it the 12th of October? Yeah, so you're getting it 2 weeks into the game. You're getting an 82x10. And you're going to get the 3 FIGS player packs and the 2 rare gold player packs and the hero loan pack and the other pre-order bonuses that come and the FIFA points and everything else that comes with the game. You're getting so much, man. It's like the even if the power curve, let's say, isn't high, people's teams are going to be really, really good. Yeah, it's just exactly, Tom. It's just going to be too easy again to get a really good team. And one of the things that I lost interest in this year, which is why the Road to Glory died after about like 60 episodes, right? It might have even been less than that. But one of the things that I personally lost interest in was just playing the game, because you were playing with almost no chance of upgrading, you know? And it just became chore. It just became an absolute chore to do anything, because if you didn't put in ridiculous amounts of money or ridiculous amounts of time on the menu, you just had zero chance of getting those top end players. But you had all of those second tier players, right? Those level A players or whatever we want to call them, right? If they do the same again this year, but evolutions are there and work well and make sense, oh, it's going to be an amazing year. However, if it's like last year, where within no time at all, we're just sitting there, you know, farming up for that, you know, we get the 97% team in like 2 days, and then we have to sit there farming up that 1% over months and months and months, and you can't farm up as quick as the power curve accelerates. Just again, going to be another horrible year. That's why we skipped the non-rare starter team last stage for the last few years. Yeah, so I was saying the other day, like, we used to like go into rivals or seasons, as it was back then, and into squad battles on day one and whatnot with a genuine like gold squad with some silver players or even bronze players. I remember like logging onto the game, getting my team, and the first thing I'd do when I get my team would be going into like a rivals game and just start grinding up with that team. And you'd come up, you know, it was always fun where after even like a month in the game, you'd come up against people that have like quite clearly just got these random deadbeat teams that they just started playing with. And it would look good and it would feel good because feel like you're growing your team. And then when Team of the Season came around and you used to get those cheap beasts, you know, from like the rest of Team of the Season and whatnot, the rest of the world stuff, it used to just be an amazing experience because you'd just be like, yeah, this is sick because now I've finally upgraded like some of my better players. Or you'd play with like SBC cards for like hundreds and hundreds of games because you could. Whereas now it's like you get an SBC card and like the next day it's outdated. You're just like, wait, come on now. I've had him like a day or two or a week at most. And now they've released this next SBC guy who's better. I remember when a pack like this just wouldn't happen to make the game more exciting if you did pack one of these. Do you think evolving lower rated players at, for example, Chelsea would be very hard, as most people won't care about evolutions and just use meta players? What other people use has zero relevance on how you use evolutions. Ferry, thanks for the 5, brother. Much appreciado. The game is saturated with too many promos and too many special cards, and it genuinely ruins the whole game. Used to be able to have a gold squad that could compete the whole year. Yeah, you are right. However, saying that, either I was looking at somebody playing eFootball from a long time ago, or in eFootball right now, you already have 99 rated players. Is that right? Do you already have 99s in eFootball? Yes. Run the Foot Market Nick had 100+ rated players already, did he? So what's the point? I don't think promos are the issue. I think they are too often. Yeah, but then when we used to have no promos, people would say there's nothing to do. And that's where EA needs to get a good balance, or a better balance, should I say, of like the evos, the objectives, the gameplay side of things to actually be worthwhile during the times where there's no promos. Ooh. It doesn't take away your players away from game to game. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jamal Musiala. But some of the promos this year as well, right? You could tell, man, like some of the promos this year, you would get to like the second week of the promo and like, especially on some of the promos that were like quite new this year for views, for example, right? The first week I'd get mad views on the promo. And then by the second week, the views would just die because nobody would care at that point. Who cares about another, like even the, like these guys, what are these called? The shapeshifters. Yeah, the shapeshifters. Shapeshifters first like 3 or 4 days was amazing. Then on that Monday when you get the upgrades, amazing because everyone loves those upgrade packs like crazy, right? Soon as that first Tuesday comes, the promo's dead. So the fact that it lasts for another 10 days after that is wild. Yeah, we're gonna focus on some like themed Road to Glories from like the early stages this year. Yeah, that Pepsi promo is another thing of like how people are gonna be getting packs in it. I've not. It doesn't start for a while apparently, but I'll be engaging in that as well, of course. October the 1st is a Pepsi promo. Okay, there you go. What is a Pepsi promo even? You just buy the Pepsi, the bottle of Pepsi, and you get a either a QR code or a code, and it gives you a pack. What exactly is the Road to Glory? So Road to Glories have developed over the years, right? And it used to be, how much Pepsi do I need to drink? None, really. You could just go into Tesco's and just start ripping the labels off. just taking the code. Road to Glories, right? We're going all the way back to FIFA 11, right? And Sam 5000 stole a Moody Swede's idea from Call of Duty that ultimately turned into what was the Road to Glory, right? And the way it worked was, but like let's go to the way it worked in Call of Duty, is the series was called Road to Commander. And a Moody Swede basically started a brand new account on COD. And the idea was to grind that account all the way up to a Commander, which was like level 55, I think. I'm not sure if it had prestiges back then. It might have done, but it was like level 55. And he just would show every single game. And that would be it. Like, the idea was like, hey, I'm starting a brand new account. Let me grind up to Commander. And then there you go. So Sam 5000 took that same idea and implemented it into FIFA, where the idea was you start a brand new account. And the idea is to get from Division 5 to win Division 1. And that was it, right? And it spawned from there to things like KSI's Road to Division 1, Calfreezy and Tobias's 2 guys 1 cup, then my Road to Glories, my Air Japes had his Path to Power, and so on and so forth. But the general idea of a Road to Glory, it never used to be people's main account. It would always be like an extra account. You'd have your main account where you play all your games, have your best team, spend your FIFA points, grind up to Division 1, try stay in there as much as possible. Then you'd have your Road to Glory where it was like, here's a brand new account, let me get to the top of the divisions, and that's the end. When hold on, let me turn the aircon down. When FIFA 17 got introduced, and Foot Champs came, all of a sudden Road to Glories became people's main focus points, and Road to Glories in general absolutely popped off, right? Because there was nothing more interesting in FIFA 17 than seeing how somebody could start a brand new account and get like top ranks, right? And so people didn't know how to play the game. People didn't know how to like maximize their potential on the game, right? It was just, Road to Glories just became amazing. We're back at the point now, however, where Road to Glories are again people's kind of like secondary accounts because they're just way too easy, right? Like, it's less about follow my entire journey on an account and more about here's how quickly I can get to this point here and that point there. I'm really hoping that FC24 is the reintroduction of the full Road to Glory again, where people are like, yeah, I want to know how to do this throughout the whole course of the year, because that's what I love the most about FIFA. That's how I love playing FIFA. I love just sitting on the same account the whole time, no matter what. Jesus Christ. And if it's again a point where it's like, okay, this is only, you know, it's becoming very apparent that this is less about being on the account the whole time and more about just being on the account as short as time as possible, then we have to like reconfigure how we do the Road to Glories. Make RTGs fun now. You got to make your own rules, which in itself kills fun. It does, because it's also like oh babe. Oh, I think Teddy had it the other day. Yeah, especially when you make your own rules, right? If somebody like stumbles across your video, episode like 64 of a Road to Glory, and they haven't got a clue what your rules are, they're just not going to watch. They're just not going to be interested. They'd rather go and watch a video of somebody that's, you know, only got like five episodes of a series that begins and ends, you know, like a mini series and stuff like that. And that's part and parcel of like how YouTube's changing as well. You know, YouTube's really changing the way people consume content, the way it pushes content to people to consume. And so if that's part of like the new wave for next year, then we'll get on board with it. But I'm really hoping, even if it's a stream only thing, I'm really hoping that a full-on Arsenal Evolution Road to Glory is what I do for the whole year next year. Remember when top 100 pack openings was something I would look forward to every single week to watch on YouTube? Now no one cares if we pack 99 Pele or whoever it is. Like champs rewards in general have just died as well. Like even getting rewards, right? Do you remember, guys, when we used to have to wait until Thursday to get rewards? How wild and cool at the same time was that? You'd finish your champs games whenever the hell you wanted, and then you'd get your champs rewards on Thursdays and your rivals rewards at the same time. And it was just a big deal. Oh, do we save them to Friday for the new promo? Do we open them straight away for this promo? Now it's like you finish your games, you get your rewards, you get your few player picks. The fact that they're still team of the weeks means that it's like no one really cares, because almost straight away you know that the players you're getting are behind the power curve. The only thing you're realistically hoping to hit is either, you know, if like Neymar or Messi or Ronaldo or Haaland or someone like that gets a team of the week, then you're hoping to hit that card. If you don't hit that card, no one else matters. It's just fodder. The packs that you get, you're just hoping to hit a big tradable card so you've got coins. Otherwise, nobody cares. And it's like waiting room for what? It's in the title, Centrix. Yeah, the rewards now are just super meaningless. And it's one of those areas of the game that I really hope they balance for FC24. Because if they do, once again, it could just become awesome. Aren't you going to get bored of doing a full Evo Arsenal team? Because, yeah, mate, like that's the concern, right? Like, Ems, the concern is we start the Evo Arsenal Road to Glory. It's not that we're only going to use Arsenal players either. Obviously, the idea, though, is to just keep grinding up and farming up the Arsenal-specific team. It's not like I'll only ever use Arsenal players. However, if it gets to a, you know, if within the first week or two, it's very obvious that getting an Arsenal player from like an 84 to an 87 is going to be next to impossible, the road to glory will have to stop, right? And we'll think about doing something else, because yeah, there's definitely that consideration of it just becoming intensely boring waiting for an opportunity to upgrade another player. Even if it's just one team of the week player pick and one promo pick will make it better. One of the things that I think will make promos better, team of the week better, foot champs rewards better. So, for example, and again, this is just my opinion. Feel free to agree or disagree, but I think that every single promo team should have several premium chemistry cards. I think every single team of the week should have several premium team of the week cards. Sorry, like premium chemistry cards. I think in terms of foot champs rewards, one of your player picks should just be premium chemistry. You get a random 5 like normal, or random 4 like normal, but one of them is premium chemistry. And that way, you're actually going to start being able to utilize the things you have and actually use them in game, rather than being like, oh, great, I've got an 88 rated card that doesn't fit into my team, and so I've got no chance. If all of a sudden it's like, ooh, I've got an 88 rated card now, this is the guy with premium chemistry, let me go and try him out. Hurricane, baby. So yeah, that's whether or not you agree or disagree. That's my opinion. I don't think I'm up to a 99 yet. You know what's so sad, guys? Because I didn't do that Declan Rice, he would go into this centre-back spot here on full chemistry. Oh, I'm just so sad. And then it would just leave the left back, which of course we'll just have to put as Roberto Carlos to get the full chem. Do I still need another? I don't even know who I need to increase or improve the chemistry. I don't think I can. Needs to be 3-4-1-2 for full chem, does it? And that's, I guess, with Declan Rice as well, isn't it? Because I don't have him. I can't do it. Bellingham's a centre mid as well. But you... Wait, what do you do? How do you get full chem on a 3-4-2-1? Is it Zidane in that centre midfield spot? Yeah, so Zidane in at centre mid. I guess it'll be like one of the... Henry at cam if he's got it. Yeah, and Kunku in at cam. Henry up front. Jordi Alba at centre-back. He doesn't have centre-back. It's that Declan Rice that I'm missing, isn't it? If I just had Declan Rice over the Kim Min-jae, he doesn't have centre-back available either. KDB or Jude at centre-mid. Will he get full chemistry? I don't think he will. So it'll have to be 99 De Bruyne, which I don't have yet. But yeah, 99 De Bruyne at centre-mid. And then what? 99 Harry Kane at striker. That gives one on Kim Min-jae. Lucio. Oh, if I got, yeah, I tell you what, I could actually go and buy Lucio. I haven't packed him yet. I've packed Cordoba a couple of times. But I'm pretty sure Lucio is only about 1 million coins. Yeah, you need Rice. I know. That's the pain. I just don't have Declan Rice. It's a shame, innit? Oh, he's gone up. He was literally 1 million coins the other day. Why didn't I do Rice? I literally just forgot, mate. I forgot. It was because it was only there for 2 days. It was the weekend that we had the air show in Bournemouth. And so Lauren and I took the kids down to the beach on Bournemouth. And then when I got back, Arsenal were kicking off straight away against Man United. And so I settled in for that. And I just completely forgot that the SBC was there. And so, yeah, that's literally just it. Just forgot massively about it. So yeah, other than Kim Min-jae off chem, we need 99 De Bruyne to go in here, 98 Lucio to go in here. But obviously, you know, this team isn't even impressive anymore because everybody has this team, don't they? Can't be done without Rice. Not yet. Not yet. But maybe they release another centre-back. There's almost nothing on the so rare market at the moment, guys. In 2 hours and 46 minutes, there'll be no more super rares, which makes me think it's going to be about 4 PM that the new stuff comes. No 99 fullback is disappointing. Yeah, it is. It really is. That's why I even like that Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Just make him a 98, man. We'll do the those two boys next as well. I was going to do Blind, but I was like, I literally don't care because I don't need a 97 rated. I've already got Ronaldo, so I will do Messi. I don't care about Carvalho. Ricardo Carvalho. I don't really care about Thuram either, but we'll do him too. Where are we waiting for? Wherever you want, mate. So we started the Barca collection. Feels like it'd be hard to win back the value. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. That particular collection has got a lot of players that play regularly in other teams. And like, for example, with Ricky Pige, with Busquets, and with Jordi Alba, that's now 3 incredible pieces for an America's like limited setup. Or America Pro or something like that, right? So there was a reason why I specifically went for that particular collection. And then next, I think I'm going to work on a PSG collection. I haven't decided which year yet, but I want, again, one where most of the collection are just playing regular football. And one of the things that, like, what I like to hope for is that in 2 or 3 months' time, if a player's gone up, in my head, it's got to be 15%. If a player's selling at floor price for 15% more than what I paid for them, I'll sell them, and that like start rotating the players out like that. We're just learning. We're just learning. Araujo. Am I anticipating a good year with AFC this year? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's just going to be weird, isn't it? We're going to have to genuinely bore off with EA24. Fretty, you could have just not clicked on the stream, brother. That's almost your bad, actually, isn't it? Because if you don't like FC24 and you clicked on a stream where we're talking about FC24, you kind of got to take the L yourself on that one, haven't you? Nep, you playing games? Yeah, I'm playing FIFA right now, mate. Yeah. Right here. Right now. Right here. When will all the ratings be revealed? 2 days. What day is it today? Wednesday, so Friday. Friday at 12. Thanks, Arrow Gaming Pal. You too. Cancelo, Felix, 99 rated dynamic duo SBC would be nice. Yeah, that would be pretty good. Pretty probably just jealous because he can't afford FC24. I mean, probably a lot of people won't be able to afford it, to be fair. There's no 10-hour trial this year? Yeah, there is, but it comes out when the early access comes out now. By the way, and release the game EA. What's up, Mords pal? And will you be making any videos on a starter guide for EFC? I will be, yeah. We've got to wait for the game to come out, mind you, first, obviously, but we're playing matches today. No. Maybe a draft. Maybe a draft. We are going to do a 129 draft challenge eventually. Today. I'm just kind of polishing off some of these SBCs, you know. Damn, that was nice. So again, Fretty, then I'm very curious as to why you're in a FIFA stream to come and talk crap about FIFA and say bore off to FC24. Why not go and watch an NBA stream if that's what you're buying and that's what you like? Why would you be here? Outside of my FC24, do you know what? I think I'm excited to play it. I don't know where my excitement for making content is on it yet, because like this morning, I saw Matt HD Gamer put up an Instagram post with the new icons, and it's just Foot Sheriff's posts and stuff. And I was just like, damn, man, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to do that sort of stuff. And so I don't know where I'm at with regards to the content creation side of it. Like, I want to make it, and I know there's a lot of guys out there that have been grinding. I know, like, Run the Foot Market Nick and Orzio have been grinding. There's I think Foot Accountant has been grinding. All these guys have been like grinding hard, man. And I'm sitting here like, gosh, yeah, I can't even be bothered, man. I just can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So I need to. So what I've did. So today, or last night, sorry, I actually changed my office. You guys can't see it, but I've moved my desk about 12 feet, 15 feet off of the wall. So what's behind me is still the same, but it's just, I guess, a bit closer. You can see it a bit better, I guess, which you probably can't even anyway. Because I need to like get myself into a new mindset of like coming into the office to work. And yeah, I'm trying to like stream for what? What do you mean? Same, I'm very excited at the idea of playing it, but I'm scared on how quickly it will last. I'm also with you on that. I hate them making squad you'll never use stage of FIFA. So I don't mind that actually, but I like internally for me over the last year or so, and what's not funny, it's not a funny thing, but what's interesting is July and August 2023 were my best financial July and Augusts on YouTube ever, which is wild because my views weren't really there. But those the draft channel was like just doing really well, and then the Road to Glory, like the short form Road to Glories, the one-off video Road to Glories, are just slamming, right? They're just doing so good. And so for me, mentally, I associate lots of work with good work, and I associate spending 12 to 15 hours a day in the office literally working as the only way that it translates to the kind of like return financially that I would normally get. And so that's been some weird adjustment, right? Well, don't watch a stream on FIFA then, Fretty pal, as I've expressed 3 times, right? So internally, over the last couple of years, because of the Facebook contract and how views have changed and the whole social media scene has changed, I've like lost belief in myself in making content, which sounds so goddamn crazy because how can you, right? You just make a video, right? I understand the simplicity of it. And I've started looking for confirmation on whether or not something will be successful from other people. Like if I have an idea for a video, I'll be like, oh, Josh, what do you think to this idea? Or what do you think about doing that? Or should I stream tomorrow? Should I do this? Should I do? And it's just such a weird dynamic and mentality to have, because I've never had someone that I've ever needed to like okay things with or run things by or anything like that. And only over the last year have I ever second guessed myself enough to that point where I'm like, I don't know if this is good enough. And one of the things that makes it hard is that because that general standard of content has gone up massively on YouTube over the last few years, I now have that kind of like paranoia that me just sitting down and talking to the camera for a video just about my thoughts isn't good enough. But it might be. And it's, yeah, I've just got into that weird mental state with it all. And so that's why I kind of like, that's the reason behind not necessarily looking forwards to making the content. It isn't because I don't want to make it per se, but it's because it's overwhelming to know what works, what to make, and things like that. So it's a bit weird. Self-doubt and anxiety, all those kind of things come as you get older, I think. Hey, man. Can I say I'm old? Holy. This is what a lot of people sub you for. You're absolutely right, Guillaume. You're absolutely right, mate. It's some form of imposter syndrome. I think it happens to everyone when they adjust to new things. You just have to believe in yourself as long as you're enjoying the work. Yeah, and that's again it, isn't it? It is about like enjoying what you're doing is the key for sure. Did a complete bow showdown cards? I have now, yeah. That I just needed to do Loftus Cheek. So he has been completed. Thanks, Jordan, pal. I appreciate it. Did I watch the Cyber and Cherry match? I did. So yeah, this coming game cycle though, I'm trying to like get that kind of like mental clarity to just not care and just go back to look. We got some ideas anyway, right? Draft channel is going to be the same. You know, there seems to be just a good consistency on that channel. That's calm. We're going to change the clips channel into the share play channel. We're going to be keeping the Road to Glory as a Road to Glory and themed Road to Glory's channel. And then the main channel is going to be experiments and 6 PM content. And that's the one channel where I'm like, maybe, just maybe I want that to be a bit more like casual content rather than anything else. We're going to name change the clip channel to, yeah, I will, yeah. It's another one of those things that I've got to do that I can't be bothered to do. Like today as well, right? I was watching Bateson stream for a little bit before I started streaming, and his stream setup is just insane. It's like he's obviously spent a lot of time sorting his office out, but just getting his graphics looking nice, like his overlays are nice, like the way when he goes to full face cam, he's still got FIFA in the corner is just nice. And I'm like, I have done none of those things. I've done none of those things. Oh yeah, the new Prem cards are here. Declan Rice Super Rare on auction. Yeah, you don't need that sort of thing. It's just nice though, isn't it? And it's just one of those things again where I'm like, damn, he cares about what he's doing, and I'm sitting here with like my full face cam is this, just a full face cam. My like game screen, I don't even have like a border around my camera. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's like there's levels to this game, and I used to be on top of that stuff massively, and I've just let it slip, and there's no two ways about it. There's no excuses or anything. I've literally just let it slip. Just hire someone to do it for you. Yeah, but it's like I've had some stuff. I've had some like overlays and things like that. I wonder if it's still there now. No, it's not. But it's expensive, and sometimes you just don't like it. Sometimes you see what somebody else has, and you're like, yeah, do you know what? I'd love that. What's up, Julie? How you doing, man? I feel like most people will move away. RIP 5 PM Prem bonuses. Yeah, they're gone. That's it. Prem players are here. I got away with it this game week, though, didn't I? Because obviously we have the game weeks locked for the XP, so I got away with it. You carry over the players 1 year to the next. Wait, Josh, how far behind this stream are you? So, somebody message Josh in the chat and let him know that we're an hour into the stream, because he's talking about the thing that we were talking about half an hour ago. He's way behind. Yeah, I think he is way behind. Right, who's the next player we're going to work on? What icons have we still got? Even the icons, I don't really care. Torres I couldn't give a damn about. Even Rooney. Like, I like Rooney and that, but do I care? I don't know if I care. Pierce is only 5 segments. We might as well do him. Yeah. Why? Right, I'm going to come for a coffee anyway. I'll be right back, guys. Hoopla. Hoopla, hoopla. Skibbity-da. Right, I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again. Nep is back. What a weird guy Fretty is. Yeah, Fretty's so strange. Do I think there'll be double amount of promo cards? I don't know. I don't know what the plan is from EA with regards to like Team of the Week and promos and stuff. Apparently the 3D cards are live. Are they? I know this is me, right? Just being me. I'm going to be 39 years old next month. I'm an old moany bastard. I get it. But so rare have hyped up these 3D cards to the max, and they're shit. Or they're better than the 2D cards, but they're not some revolutionary thing that people are going to be creaming over. They really aren't. Sorry for swearing. Saka's a midfielder again. R.I.P. to the Saka you used to be. What else have we got? I have Havertz midfielder. Zinchenko is a defender now. Would I complete Carvalho now? Not a chance in hell. I wouldn't have even completed him in the first place. Is the amateur stuff up there? Let me have a look. No, it's not there yet. Is that right? Yeah, that's pretty nice, isn't it? How's the coffee? Well, I haven't drunk any yet. We've got a nice cuppa right there. All new. Put it on the mic. Do you know what, Phil? You are absolutely correct. He says, no idea why, but I'm halfway through grinding Messi SBC. This is all this game is, a mobile time waster. Man, there are some mobile games. Oh, somebody's coming into the office. They can see you. There are some mobile games that I've played, like Arch Hero and a few other ones, where you genuinely achieve nothing out of it, but you just sit there grinding it. And it's like, what do you get? Like, even here now, we've been farming these SBCs for just over an hour. And, like, the only reason why I'm doing it is so that I don't miss out on doing it. Even though we're getting a brand new game in, like, 6 days' time, 7 days' time or whatever. And this team I will never look at again as long as I live. And how mad is that? I put Ronaldinho there. Put a 99 on there. I need, wait, if I put a 99 on over Kim Min Jae. And a 99 on over Marchisio. So I do need some 99s, don't I, still? Still though, yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what I can start doing actually is the getting that 99 De Bruyne. The level up player pick. That's got to be the next thing we work on. If we got Goretzka, can't get a 99 squad with more than 198 in the first 18. Is that right? He's 17 99s, fair enough. Baffles me how people complain about the realism of women being in the game with men when you can literally make Pele do the gritty. Brother, it's crazy, isn't it? It is crazy. If it like, I guess Donkey G, I must have missed it in the chat, but I guess he's like pressed by the fact that female caricatures of women are in a game alongside male caricatures or of football players. And listen, man, vote with your money, brother. Don't buy the game. And if your response is, I'm not gonna buy that here, then what are you doing here watching? Like, just go somewhere else and do something else. You're right about the not using them, using the team. I think they have done a good job throughout making FIFA 23 feel like it's coming to a proper conclusion with these 98s, 99s. True. It's true. Timo Werner. He can go straight back in, although we're going to have to probably farm like a few 85x10s. Get rid of him and him. Can't even bid on cards on So Rare. Is that right? Rip. What's insane to me is you're not forced to use women. Yeah, or exactly that. Here's like my genuine like thought process towards like the women in FIFA, right? You see this 96 Timo Werner. Do you know and this is like where people get the like press from. Do you know Werner doesn't actually have the equivalency of 99 pace in real life? And he doesn't actually have the equivalency of 94 shooting and 96 dribbling in real life. And he's also had like a big strength upgrade and a big stamina upgrade. And so you're content playing with this Timo Werner in spite of the fact that the card that you have of him is not realistic, and how he performs against other players that are realistic is also unrealistic. And yet, if he had long hair and was just instead called Tina Werner, you'd be like, this is unacceptable behavior. This is, how could this, it's just not realistic. How is some Tina girl gonna outpace my Virgil van Dijk with a shadow? It's just unrealistic. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. It's just a guy instead of a girl. It doesn't make any, it's all unrealistic. It's all unrealistic. All of it, every single part of it is unrealistic. Marchisio will pop out. It'll be with Alisson. My fear about female players in the game is there'll be more bad players in packs. Yeah, but they could just do that by upgrading silver cards to golds, and now all of a sudden there's more bad gold cards in packs, right? If that was their end goal with this, if their motivation was, how can we make packs even worse for people yet let them still buy loads? There's infinite other methods to do that rather than adding women to the game. Bros still playing FIFA 23. Bros still watching someone play FIFA 23. Third division English players should be 80+ rated as well by that logic, Nep. What? Sorry, by what logic, Donkey G? Let's chat it through, brother. Come on. By what piece of logic did I give that suggests that third division players should be 80+ rated? Also, just so you know, that there is quite literally a 96 rated player from the English third division. That it all doesn't make sense and it's all a game. Yeah, but it's all relative though, Donkey G, right? It's all relative. Because let's even just take the men-to-men comparison. Right? You're talking about base cards. And yeah, so let's take that men-to-men comparison, right? Let's take your English League 3 bronze, right? Your standard bronze. Let me get a striker. Do you think this guy actually has 67 stamina? Or do you think that that is just relative to the situation he's in, so it doesn't make bronze players ridiculously overpowered, right? Because I don't know if you've ever thought about this, right? But just because you play in a lesser league, it doesn't mean you're slower, weaker, can't jump as high, or can't last as long. Just because you're... Technically, yes. Mentally, you're not as good as those top players, yes. Physically, though, these players can be as good as the best golds in the game, right? Secondly, these women should be bronze players with 60 stats. No, why? No, because you just said base card, so we're going on the male to male comparison at the moment, right? But secondly, in terms of skill moves, and again, we'll use gold cards. Well, no, because women are measured against women. Exactly that, JMC, and that's what I think he doesn't understand, right? When we look at the top gold players in the game this year, and Harry Kane has 3-star skill moves, do you think Harry Kane has 3-star skill moves in real life? Because again, it comes down to relative, doesn't it? It's all relative. Everything's relative. Harry Kane, I've never seen him do a roulette in all my years. Harry Kane has never done a heel-to-heel flick. Harry Kane has 2 motives, and it's like kick the ball or don't kick the ball. That's it. He doesn't have skill moves and step overs and body feints. He's got I'm going to shoot or I'm going to pass, and that's it. But why? So why is he 3-star skill moves? That's not realistic as a gold standard base card, right? Exactly. So why are they in men's ultimate team? Make a separate ultimate team then. Sorry, Donkey G, where did you get the impression and understanding that this was men's ultimate team? This isn't men's ultimate team. This is ultimate team. Right? And so when we talk about relativity, and this is why the bronze situation is really important for you to pay attention to, right? The bronze striker in even the 4th English league, for example, let's take this guy. Do you think that this guy, how tall is he? 5'10". What do you think means with regards to this guy here, Johnson? Why do you think he's so slow comparative to gold cards, or so weak comparative to gold cards? Do you think he's actually that weak, or do you think they've done that as to relatively show the fact that he's bronze compared to golds, right? Because as I said, technically, mentally, yes, these bronze players that are playing in the lower leagues are just not as good as players in the Premier League. But physically, these guys could be just as fast, if not faster. These guys could be way more physical, if not as skilled. These guys could also have massive skill moves. Do you know how crazy it is that almost no bronzes and silvers have 5-star skill moves? Yet how many players do you think in the lower division have 5-star, do skills that would be equivalent to players in the gold area that have 5-star skill moves? So it's all relative, right? That's where the women come in. The top female players aren't based on their comparison to the gold male players. They are based on their relativity to the female players, right? And if you just ignore that logic, then we can't even debate it anymore. But once you accept that logic, it therefore makes way more sense how also icons can be the ratings that they are. Because Pele, if you put Pele in his prime in today's football, he wouldn't even be a gold, right? He'd be a bronze, he'd be a silver. But he's one of the highest rated cards in the game. Why? Because it's relative to when he was playing his football, not relative to the guys that we have right now in the game, right? So you have to take that same logic with women. And you have to be completely understanding that it is them relative to themselves, not to the men. This game looks the same as 23. This game is FIFA 23. I would lose it if Alex Morgan outbodies my gold Araujo. Would you also lose it if Gift Links outbodies your gold Araujo? A guy who, in theory, is 64 rated but has a 94 rated card. Would you also lose it if he outbodies your Araujo? People are just being willfully obtuse. Genuinely, Ben. Genuinely. Maguire has 95 composure. End of realism discussion. Nep is doing his best to not get cancelled. If you believe that my opinion on this is so I don't get cancelled, Nitep, do one of two things. Either fuck off or grow up, right? Because if I didn't want to get cancelled, but I also didn't like the fact that women were in FIFA, I wouldn't argue for their inclusion in FIFA. I just wouldn't say anything on it. I would just say, oh, I'm not, not really for me to talk about, guys. We'll let the people that deal with that, and we'll just play along. That's how I would behave, because that's a mentality of somebody that doesn't want to get cancelled, but also doesn't like what's going on. The fact that I'm arguing my stance for women being in the game is not to showcase that I don't want to get cancelled. People are being silly now. I actually don't mind introducing women to EAFC. I get vexed when Salah puts the ball top bins from 25 yards out on his right peg. Yeah, of all the things to get stressed about as well, we can pop the ball up from like 45 yards and rifle it into the top corner consistently. No problems. A woman scores against a man? Can't be doing with this. Nuh-uh. It's not willfully obtuse, it's under development of critical thinking. Yeah, genuinely. To get this angry against a visual representation of stats in a video game, you have to be an absolute child. Yeah, genuinely. You don't have to force others' opinions, man. Well, let's regress a little bit, Johan, and go back to why we're talking about this again. And that's because we had an absolute moron in the chat forcing his opinion about women on us. So I'm not just going to sit here and accept that, and and you're obviously, you therefore should be messaging him saying, hey, don't force your opinion on other people, right? We need to have some level of realism. No, we don't. If you want realism, and even we could even argue to the nth degree realism here as well. But if you want realism, go and play Seasons. Right? Seasons is there if you want realism. But even then, is it realistic? Is it realistic to play 20 games in a day? Is it realistic to finish a game within 12 minutes? Is it realistic to score from 40 yards more consistently than you can score from 4? Is it realistic to have dead players playing on the field? Is it like... Is this realistic? Is this here realistic? Is it realistic to have goalkeepers playing at striker and wingers playing in goal? Is that realistic? None of it is realistic. None of it. So when you try and come with the whole, but we want some realism. No, you don't. You're trying to pick and choose the things that you think will suit an argument as to why it's acceptable to believe that women shouldn't be in FIFA. But every argument you can possibly think of can very easily be debunked by things that are already in the game. Yeah, if you want realism, go and join up to your local team and start playing. That'll be your realism. The only realistic thing about this game is that you have fun playing it. Well, wouldn't even say that's realistic. People wanting realism have no problem doing a rainbow flick into a bicycle kick from 30 yards out with striker pair check. That's what I'm saying, man. There's a line though, Nep. Having men and women playing together makes it ridiculously unrealistic. But having players who are alive and well and players who are literally dead, rest in peace, Pele, that doesn't cross a line of unrealism. Is that right? So you're absolutely okay with a dead man being on the field, but not with a woman. Do you understand how brain dead that is? You're talking about lines. If you just put into a box for somebody who doesn't play FIFA, hey, what's more unrealistic? A man and a woman playing together or a man and a dead man playing together? The line would always be drawn at the live and dead man, always. That's just the truth. Once you enter into the FIFA sphere, all of a sudden, it's realistic. It's, in NepentheZ's opinion, it is more realistic that a dead man can play football than that a woman can play on the same pitch as a man. How mental is that? It's the same men's sport, Nep, but it's not. But it's not. Let me show you a little social experiment here, right? What was they don't have let me go and get a different version of Pele. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Because that's realistic. Well, I have multiple versions. 1969. Fastest male 100 meter runner 1969. Right. In 1969, the fastest male sprinter was Charles Green. This is 1968, mind you, and Jim Hines. They run 10:14 and 10:03. Right. The fastest male sprinter today was, where is it? 100 meters men's senior athletics outdoors. Just want the world record, actually. 100 meter world record. 9.58 seconds. So that's nearly half a second quicker. So that means that Pele, in those standards, right? Like, if you take Pele's value, it's less than what today's best is, right? So you can't say that having this Pele makes sense, because his 95 in acceleration and sprint speed back in his world would be in like the 70s or the 80s in today's world, right? Doping shoes and track. Yeah, but it's just evolution in general, isn't it? Right? It's just evolution in general. It's just things evolve, people evolve, players evolve. What did you say, Josh? Oh wait, did we delete a message from some unscrupulous thug? So you're saying women will play with men? That would never happen. I mean, it's literally already happened. Unbelievable that you think it's not strange having women in Ultimate Team, just like you believe there is no script in game, but we have different opinions doesn't mean we should disrespect each. well, I mean, it is disrespectful that you think my opinion is unbelievable, in spite of the fact my opinion isn't opinion. It's a matter of fact that scripting in the way people think scripting exists in the game doesn't exist in the game. It's a matter of fact, not a matter of opinion. But it's not about a dead man playing football. It's about who's allowed in the sport. If Pele was alive today, he'd be playing alongside men and not women. So it's not unreasonable. But Pele's not alive today. Yet, in the context of the video game, no, it's opinion. Anything to claim? Yeah, 100% things to claim that. Yeah, let me go get the pieces of info for you here. Ensuring fair play is critical to all of us at EA, and we've tried to be as clear as possible that this commitment applies to us as just as much as it does to our players. We've publicly said before that we do not use any scripting or dynamic difficulty adjustment or anything similar that would automatically adjust the difficulty of gameplay in FIFA, Madden, and NHL Ultimate Team matches. Our clear statements were recently challenged in a lawsuit that alleged we did, in fact, use DDA in Ultimate Team modes. We're pleased to share that the plaintiffs have now dismissed their case. We provided them with detailed technical information and access to speak with our engineers, all of which confirmed again that there is no DDA or scripting in Ultimate Team modes. This is the right result. Whilst EA does own a patent for DDA technology, that technology was never in FIFA, Madden, or NHL and never will be. We would not use DDA technology to give players an advantage or disadvantage in online multiplayer modes in any of our games, and we absolutely do not have it in FIFA, Madden, or NHL. EA and the FIFA, Madden, and NHL teams remain committed to fair play. You can find out more about our commitment in our Positive Play Charter. And do you know what people will say to the response to that? Oh, you can't believe EA. So it doesn't even matter, does it? And this article is from, I don't know when this is from, but it doesn't say when it's from. But this is like literally from EA on EA's website, ea.com/engb/news, right? And exactly that, Complex Rex, right? If EA were lying, it's a big lie, then they would just be absolutely like slaughtered. Like the company would literally go bust if they were found out to be lying. People mistake scripting for bad gameplay. There's a few like pillars of what people think scripting is. One of them is bad connection. One of them is bad game mechanics / gameplay. And the other one of them is bad skill. And especially if you have a combination of like bad skill and bad connection, there's no other reasonable alternative in your mind other than the fact that the game is out to get you, because you just can't possibly accept the fact that you're just worse than your opponent. The one thing that I always find the most bizarre when it comes to scripting is what would be the point of having skill-based matchmaking, form-based matchmaking, or ranked-based matchmaking if they already had some lever behind the scenes to level the scores? They just wouldn't. They wouldn't have matchmaking in the game. It would be important. Like it's literally like pointless. Some games are definitely weighted in favor of one player. No, they're not. They're just not. Now that EA have left FIFA, is there a chance they'll work with you again? Well, that's going to be interesting, Ryan, isn't it? Because obviously over the last sort of like, when did EA first stop working with me? I want to say like FIFA 13, FIFA 14. There's like EA and FIFA have been partnered and they've just refused to work with me in any way, shape or form. So it's now going to be interesting to see if EA will work with me now then it was FIFA that was putting the blockers on. But if EA won't work with me, then it was EA that were putting the blockers on the whole time, and then it will never, I guess that partnership will never resolve, I guess. Konami did the thing with Les, and people just found the code of PES21 to have DDA in the code. I don't know what Les is. Literally 99% of the players feel the script when they are leading. Players get heavy. All things happen in their opponent's favor every single game, and vice versa. Yeah, but does what you feel change the reality? Why did they stop? 'Cause like coin promotion. What's crazy is no one will bat an eyelid in a year. Within a month of the game coming out, no one will really give a damn. Wheelchair Avengers, thanks for the sub, bro. But yeah, like one of the biggest mentalities, and Josh keeps hitting the nail on the head in the chat. It all comes down to critical thinking, right? One of the biggest mentalities people have when they go 1-0 up or 2-0 up, and then the flow of the game changes, is that person that was winning says the same thing day in, day out. I never changed anything. Maybe you didn't change anything, but maybe your opponent changed something. So maybe you should have changed something. Maybe you should have adapted the way you play to the way they started playing because of the scoreline, right? That's just it. You didn't change anything, but that doesn't mean nothing changed, because you aren't the only person in control of levers here. Your opponent is as well. There is somebody else at the other end of the console with another controller in their hand changing something. Plus, if you go 2-0 down, you're going balls to the wall to get back in the game. Yeah, you do, like it's exactly that, right? Nobody complains when they're winning, just you. So the best, like, flat scripters, I guess we'll call them, are the guys that also say things like, I can even feel when scripting's in my favor. No, you can't. You're just saying that to give more validity to when you say I'm being scripted against. Why are there so many goals in the last minutes of each half? Because it lasts longer, right? It's not 1 minute, it's 3 or 4 minutes. That's one reason. Reason number 2 is stamina. And reason number 3 is you do things you wouldn't normally do because it's the last minute of a half. Right? Literally the last... Yeah. Right. I wish I'd kept this, right? And we're going back about 4 or 5 years. But obviously Nick 2080 believes that there is something in the game. 45th minute, 90th minute, whatever it may be, like, he believes it's there. And he, like, I don't know why you would believe it, but he was making his case as the way it believes. The reason why he believes it exists in I think it was a 45th minute for him, and he was making his case about it. And he was like, look, watch if I just randomly shoot from here where I'd never shoot from before. Watch what happens. And he scored like a goal from like so far away. And he was like, see, guys, see, look what I just did in the 45th minute. And I was sitting there like, my thought was, yeah, but you just said you would never try that if it wasn't the 45th minute. So if you tried that in the 35th minute, it might have also gone in. But you only tried it because it was the 45th minute. Whereas if you did what you would normally do, you wouldn't have scored. And so then the next thing is to, like, use literal statistical analysis, right? But every time you do score in the 45th minute, count every shot you take versus every goal. Count every goal you don't, how many times there isn't a goal in the 45th and 90th minute versus how many times there is. It's so verifiably false that there's this, like, special cheese in the 45th and 90th minute, and then logic dictates that the reason why more goals are scored in the 45th and 90th is because people play different in those minutes, because it's the final moments of each half, especially the 90th minute. And secondly, people remember it more. Exactly, Niraj, right? It's confirmation bias, because it's a lot easier to remember a goal scored on the last kick of a half than it is to remember a goal scored in the 23rd minute. Harry, thanks for the 10, brother. Nep, not sure why people keep moaning about the female ratings. The ratings are based relative to the gender of the player, male to male and female to female. They're not compared male to female. There you go. That's literally all that needs to be said anytime anyone has an issue with it, 100%. Nep, do you think we could get a discussion between you and Nick about this? I feel like there could be. Nick and I have had many a discussion about it, man. Like, and, you know, we've just, like, learned to agree or, like, you know, come to that kind of, like, agreement to disagree, right? I do think that there are some content creators that genuinely believe things like scripting, handicap, and momentum exist. And there are some content creators that just use it as like a meme or a way to kind of like just, I don't know, appease the fans. But there's zero reason. There's zero reason to script the game. There's zero reason. But it's not mixed in real life. Yeah, but we've been through this as well, Bertseson, right? We also, in real life, don't have dead players mixing with alive players. Should we also have separate game modes for icons only? Or for, yeah, no icons. Anyone that's retired officially, they shouldn't be allowed to play with unofficially, like with non-retired players. So, therefore, we should have a new game mode for those. Also, there is no world in which I could play a competitive game with an Aston Villa player and a Chelsea player without some kind of contractual clause. So therefore, you should only be allowed to play with one team at a time. You shouldn't be able to actually mix players. Otherwise, you should have to play in separate teams and separate leagues. Yeah, so exactly, JMC. Separate game modes for each individual league, please, because it's not realistic for Premier League players to be playing with a league of players every week. I agree with that wholeheartedly. This point is invalid because they are still men who have the same physical genetics. No, but like I used the 100-meter sprint as a way to like debunk that point, though, right? Your point is that like, they're men, so men are men. This isn't true because men during Pele's era weren't as fast as men today, which means they don't have the same genetic makeup as the men today. They were slower, they were weaker, they were smaller, they lived far less on average than we do today. And so the evolution of man per man actually should dictate someone like Pele to be like 80 rated or 85 rated. Because men have evolved. Yeah, we're absolutely fine with a 98 rated Pele off the jump. No. Well, yes, like it's literal proof. It's literal proof. Let's ban that Jack Ball guy, please, mods. Thanks very much. So it would have been more realistic if we had women as special cards, like icons, since they're not playing with men in real life. So if EA just gave a different card design, but everything else was the same, you'd be okay with it. Doesn't matter if they're man, woman, or meerkats. They're all just characters in a game controlled using parameters and math. Doesn't matter about real life. Exactly. Which proves how dumb the argument is in the first place. Isn't that just, Christopher? If EA just made all the women have like a special trim around their card so that it's like, hey, this isn't a gold card, this is a special version. Everyone would be like, this is so sick. But if it's just a gold card, this can't be true. No matter what you say, these people are going to hate on women just because they're women. Icons played when they ran less, so none of them deserve good stamina stats. Boom. Another inconsistency in the whole man-to-man thing. However, adding features to a game that will have backlash isn't the wisest. But JBOL. That's where we have to massively disagree, right? They say there is no such thing as bad press. And in this regard, that hits the nail on the head. People will be talking about FC24 ad infinitum more than any other version of FIFA in the last 10 or 15 years because women are in FIFA. The amount of free press EA are going to get from the fact that women are in an Ultimate Team is going to be wild. This will not have a negative impact on EA. Why are there women in the game? Legit destroys it. So in what way, Corey, for you, does it destroy it? Oh, yeah, you know what I mean. Not FIFA, but FC24. Women are technically in FIFA as well. They're in pro clubs. You could be a woman. Great for the women's game too. Big promo for their leagues. 100%, yeah. No way these people are. So some people are just saying things because they think they'll get me to talk back to them. But some people just genuinely believe it. As a fan of women's and men's football, I think it's cool having them together where we would never see them. Can we get banned for doing the SBC glitch? If you abused it massively, probably, yeah. I think it's just the world we live in. Even football now, the crossover between men and women is still not where it needs to be. Look at Emma Hayes. She could 100% do a better job than Gerrard. You've lost me on that one, mate. What's the SBC? Nothing is fixed. Doesn't matter. I don't agree with people saying women shouldn't be in the game, but if EA make their meta to bring them on par with men, that's BS. Why? It's going to be annoying just to verse women. Also, they're going to be OP. I don't think it's bad that women are in the game. I just think there should be 2 different game modes. What, you don't think it's bad that they're going to be in the game? Corey, you literally just said... Hold on, let me try and find it. Why are there women in the game? Legit destroys it. And you've immediately changed to, I don't think it's bad that they're in the game. I just wish they had separate game modes. Because they'll never be as good as guys. Yeah, but again, right, I'm okay. I'm all on board, right? I'm all on board for saying women, at least in today's world, aren't as fast as men in general. You might find some nuances, but aren't as fast as men, aren't as strong as men, aren't as good at football as men, aren't as tactically astute as men, and just generally aren't as good as men. I'm absolutely okay to agree with that. If you then want to apply that logic to FIFA, you also have to apply that logic to everything in FIFA. So we can't have icons in the game because they're retired. We can't have multiple versions of the same player because that's literally and physically impossible to actually be able to achieve. We can't have upgrades on players because Haaland didn't magically get 10 pace points faster this year just because he scored some goals. So when players have an inform, they don't get an upgrade. They just get a different version of a card and they stay the same, right? Like, we have to make sure everything keeps in line with that. Everything. There still needs to be a line of what you include. If you do add in meerkats and basketball players and 99 rated Boris Johnson, it's probably over that line. I guess people have different thresholds. Yeah, I mean, yes. On that note, there is a line. I think there's, but I don't think the line in the sand is women and not women. I think the line in the sand is the Avengers and animals, right? There's the line in the sand. they don't even play the sport, or they're fictitious characters, or they're not human beings, right? I don't think men and women is the line in the sand. You wait, meta teams, there'll be women running around all over the gaff. Yeah, but so what? So like, look, let me just do something here, right? Can you do something again after you've done it once? Yeah, you can. Hold on, we're getting there. Like zoom in. What's different? Literally what's different? It's just a video game. So what if a woman's running around on the field? What's different? Because that genuinely is all that's different, is that EA have put on a female like skin rather than a male skin. Otherwise it's the same. It's just a game. It literally is just a game. Nep, just let people have their opinion. Well, just let me have my opinion. Thank you very much. Could have used Ronaldinho instead. But yeah, maybe. You'd just rather use men? So this is a beautiful thing about FC24, right? Is if you don't want to use women, don't. That's it. Just don't. If you only want to use men, just go and use men. That's it. Fine to let people have their opinion, but when that opinion is based on sexism and bigotry, then it needs to be called out. Like, I would like to believe that a lot of the people being like, oh no man, women in FIFA's ruining FIFA, are like 14-year-olds, right? Because if there's any like grown adults, like genuine grown adults that are there being like, nah, this is ruining my experience, I'm like, the world's going to smack you in the face real soon, brother, when you realize that there are a lot of women in this world. And if you don't like women, oh, life's going to get real hard. But we don't want to face women too? Yeah, but I don't want to face icons. I don't want to face dead players. I don't want to face players who have stats that aren't realistic to how they perform in real life. Yeah, I have to. Because it's just a video game. Yeah, but COD Patrol, what you don't understand is women are rated relevant to the women, not relevant to the men. We all play over Renato Sanchez when he's tragic in real life. That's what I'm saying, man. Where is the reality? Already, where is the reality already in the game? Where is it? Look at this team. Who's looking at this thinking, what a realistic team? Harry, thanks for the 10, brother. That's the same people play with fictional players in clubs who are completely made up, and that's okay. But when it's men and female mixed in Ultimate Team, that's where the draw lies. It's mad. It's mad. Genuinely mad. I like how the argument ranges from they're making us use women to I don't want to play against women, so you aren't allowed to use women. Yeah. Elvar, thanks for the 6, brother. Genuinely excited that women are in the game. It gives them much more deserved interest. People don't complain about female operators in COD. Yeah, precisely. The same as, like, nobody's complaining about females in clubs. Nobody's complaining about females in Street Fighter or Streets of Rage or Tekken or any other game. And then it always comes back to the whole, but this is supposed to, like, emulate real life. Well, then let's make it emulate real life. Right? If we're about emulating real life, let's get icons out of the game. Let's get them gone because they don't play football anymore. That's not real life. Let's stop giving players, like, who did we pack most recently? Sergio Busquets. Where is it? Oh, did I use him in an SBC already? Yeah, I must have done. How is giving Sergio Busquets 92 pace emulating real life? He's just not that fast. But NepentheZ, he's a man. Oh. It's a simulation game and it should be close to reality, but it's not. Even if you ignore, let's pretend women aren't getting interested into FC24. Let's pretend that they're not just for one moment. It's already nowhere close to realistic. And it's like there's a barometer of realism, and it's like this is already 99 unrealistic. We can't make it 100 unrealistic. That crosses the line. 99 unrealistic, I can get on board with. Yep. Men that are unalived already, playing on the field, calm. 2 Erling Haalands playing against each other, one of them being 10 pace points faster than the other. No dramas. Playing 79 matches in a 3-day period. Totally fine. Finishing a game within 6, 8, 10 minutes. No problem at all. Women? No chance. No chance. Is it a minority that don't like women? I think so, Vipes. I think so. I think, as I say, I would like to hope that it's like those 14-year-old boys that are like, no, man, I'm not playing FIFA anymore because there's like this women running around my game. I ain't about that life. And then they're like 14-year-old friends going, yeah, man, I agree. And then he like unlocks his phone case and he's got a picture of Alicia Lehman as his his phone cover thing. And then he looks at Alicia Lehman. He secretly thinks, you know what? Can't wait to see her face on my screen all day, every day, right? But then, because he doesn't want to feel like he's like not part of the crew at school, he's like, yeah, man, fuck women. And that's it. What would be your take if they added handicapped footballers with crutches who are relative to each other? They are also professionals, but they don't play with the professional men either. But it's like, the point you're making is like, do they have handicapped 11-a-side professional football? Maybe they do. I don't know. I wouldn't possibly be able to ever tell you, but does 11-a-side handicap professional football exist? Jordan, thanks for the 2, pal. It exists. And the rules and regulations are the same as regular 11-a-side football that men and women adhere to. So they play 90. Rules are slightly different, I believe. There you go. That's why you can't have those in the game. If you don't have the exact same rules and regulations and restrictions, then it's not the same game. No, they don't. The women's goals are smaller. The women's goals are smaller. I am pretty sure you just made that up. Female basketball players play on a lower rim. Yeah, but we don't have female basketball players in football. All this arguing, I'm just waiting to use Carlos Tevez. They don't play on a lower rim either. Icons had different rules back then. They did. But I fully appreciate the point that the guy's trying to make, right? If we're blending men football and women football, then why can't we also blend handicap football? And as I say, I would like to think that outside of like the difficulty in animating somebody going as fast as like a 99 pace player in a wheelchair or on a crutch aside, I can't possibly imagine that they play by the exact same rules as the men and women do. Tongue in cheek. No, but I appreciate maybe your comment was tongue in cheek, but a lot of people are using that mentality, right? So where do we draw the line? Listen, I don't think that there is a clear line in the sand, but I also think that it only takes a little bit of common sense to appreciate where the line isn't. And I don't think that the line is at women. Like I say, if for example we had a dog squad introduced week 2 of FC24 and we've got a new goalkeeper dog and a new defender dog, I'll be like, yeah, this is crossing the line. This is just like ridiculous, right? This has nothing to do with the sport at all. That I think is an obvious like this has crossed the line. But where there's like debate over whether or not something is crossing the line, I think that inherently appreciates the fact that then it hasn't crossed the line. Might be at the line, might be on the line, but crossing the line, I don't know. Yeah, I think, for example, if there was like what Justin Yee says, right? Can't wait to Spider-Man in goal to Hulk up front. I think if we had like Spider-Man in goal and Hulk and Iron Man up front, I think that's a game that I probably don't play, right? I think for me and what I want out of FIFA, that's too far. I don't think having a woman in the game is just too far. I just don't think it is. I think it's like well within the realms of accepted realism. And I think accepted realism is exactly what we should be looking at, because we already have accepted realism with regards to icons, upgrades, other instances within FIFA that aren't realistic that we accept because it is real within accepted realism parameters, and that's where women are. Why not adding Nadal and Federer to the game? They're tennis players, Alex. What about the professional deaf football players, for example? Like, but again, what we have to also appreciate and understand, right, is that the inclusion of something does not mean the exclusion of something else. it's very possible that EA have plans to introduce more and more and more beyond just women. But and again, this will only be for people that are grown up with like critical thinking, right? Things don't happen overnight. Things happen over time. And so if there is something like let's be inclusive to everyone, it might just take a long time. Dog FIFA, you love dog FIFA. Let's be real here. If people are really that bothered about something in a video game, they don't have much going on in their life to worry about. It's actually serious. Maybe, maybe not. SBCs are back to normal, yeah. What's my thoughts on adding non-professionals from charity matches like Soccer Aid and Sidemen Match? I think I'd be okay with it. But it would have to be like a gimmick promo that had like, if all of a sudden, like, you know, the Sidemen got 85 rated gold cards because that's relative to other charity matches that they played in, I'd be like, that is probably like above and beyond that line. But if they got like an 80 rated Alex Hunter-esque special card in that Sidemen red design, and that was the max that they could ever get to, then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, that's fine, because they're not breaking the game, they're not breaking the meta, but it's a cool experience within the game. But why? It's exactly what they are doing. No, it's not exactly what they're doing, is it? Because once again, the charity matches are not adhered to by the same rules as professional football. You're just contradicting yourself with that charity comment. No, I'm not, again, because the charity matches are not adhered to by the same rules as professional football. How not the same rules? So what do you think, Bashar, would happen if a professional player got out an Uno reverse card and showed it to the referee? Or if they had roll-on, roll-off subs and used 26 players on the same team in a 90-minute game? Did you not see in a charity match where two of the YouTube All-Stars tried to like karate kick JJ? They would be straight red cards, straight off. When Gideon handballed, but Bazinga still went through and scored, that would just be called back for a handball and a red card. So let's not pretend, as close as it is to like professional football, it's just not. The rules aren't quite the same. So let's not pretend that they play by the same rules, because they just don't. Thoughts on scoring a volley with someone in a wheelchair? Jordan, thanks for the fire, brother. Yeah, 30-minute break in between the half because of the weather. It's like, again, it's close, right? It's close, but it's not quite there. Let's not pretend that Sam Kerr is 89 to 90 rated. We don't have to pretend, Corey, it exists. We already know. But of course, that's relative. That's like, so Corey, if for example, right, if I said to you, give Miniminter a rating on FIFA 23, but in relation to his skill versus everybody else on that charity field's skill, Miniminter would be like a 92 or a 93. Right? But then if we gave him a rating compared to professional footballers, it'd be a low-rated bronze, maybe a mid-tier rated bronze at best, right? So when we talk about the women again, it comes down to that comparative, that is comparison relative to their own sex. And so Sam Kerr being 90 rated is her skill relative to all of the other women in the game. How, like, if you're just going to ignore that again, we'll probably just ban you next time, because that's about your 10th stupid message in the chat. Therefore, they should be in separate game modes. Yeah, but again, Dylan, if they should be in separate game modes, so should icons, so should informs, so should promo cards, so should flashbacks, because none of those are real either. They're all just made up stats given to players that get boosted for no good reason, right? Or maybe cool to add charity match players to an offline mode. I absolutely agree with that, yeah. Can I not have my own opinion, brah? Can I not have mine, Corey? This debate is exhausting. Don't know how you have the patience for it. Pack openings and squad sharing on FC24. Do you think using the Discord streaming feature to view Xbox players' stuff would be viable? Yeah, definitely. Full ratings are released in 2 days. Web app in the 19th. Apparently that's when content creators get access as well, not me personally. Campbell, thanks for the 2, brother. What's the plans with the Road to Glory this year? Well, so we actually went through this a lot this morning when we didn't have so many viewers in here. The plan for the Road to Glory is to have an Arsenal Evolution Road to Glory. But that may be very short-lived if the Evolutions program isn't as hyped up as I've made it to be in my head. Why are the female characters' physicals so massive? Answer, please. Because their physical stats are in relation to the women within the women's division and nothing to do with the men. Do we know how promos? No, we don't know how promos work. What did you say, Callum, there? Well, the web app is released on the 20th. But from what the knowledge I have is the 19th. Nicolo, are you that dumb to believe that EA have to be paying me for me to have this opinion? 20th for the web app? Oh, fair enough. Team League 1 is the 20th as well. So if you log on to the web app and you get your... I wonder, do you get like pre-order pack straight away? Do you get your FIFA points straight away? Can you do an evolution of a special card? You can, yeah. .19th is streamer access. It's called content creator access, but I promise you I won't have the game on the 19th. Unless I manage to get some copy from like some side street in London somewhere that get the game early, or like my Tesco's. You know, if anyone works in like a supermarket in and around the Bournemouth and Ferndown area, like shout me when you get the game in, because I'll give you a little 50 quid on the side for it. Go on then. You think it was a strategy to attract women to the game? Oh, 100% it was, yeah. Is it true some evolutions cost coins? Yes. Why am I not in the game then? Sona, probably because you're not a professional footballer, mate. You've played Sunday League. Well, there's your answer. You're not a professional footballer. You're an amateur Sunday League football player. Confused. They took the 89.99 away from my bank today, but Xbox says I don't own that version. I'm a bit confused. Oh, you'd have to... Yeah, I can't help you with that one, I'm afraid. Castro was once in the game. No, he wasn't. They took a guy called Castro, put him on Man United and gave him boosted stats, but it wasn't actually Castro. What's your thoughts on different football games coming soon, like Goals or UFL? Goals I get mad excited about because it has the NFT side of things in it, which excites me a lot. but UFL looks worse than FIFA Mobile, genuinely. Like, giant tifos that never appear in real life, as I would obscure the fan's view, equals okay. NFT, what a joke. What makes you think NFTs are jokes, Toves? Oh god, we're going through the mills today. What else? What other contentious subjects can we throw in, guys? Am I personally looking forward to EFC? I am, yeah. Jordan, thanks for the £2. Nep, I work in Tesco's in Bournemouth Town Centre. Well, if you get FIFA in early, mate, or FC24 in early, you just let me know, all right? Drafts. Yeah, we're going to do some more 129 draft challenges now. Let's set it up, actually. Are there two genders? There are not. There is only XX and XY, but it does transpire that there is actually like several like mutations of those genders, but it's like few and far between. But if we're going to simplify it, then yes, absolutely, there are two genders. I'm not recording this one, but let's just build one. Oh, 93 Pirlo. You're joking, bro. No, I'm not joking. There is male and female, which is, as I already specified, XX and XY. But there are also mutated versions of those. Like, literally Google it, right? Like, here, I'll Google it for you. I'll tell you what it says. Are there only two genders? Sometimes it's very hard to just get what you want, isn't it? Somebody will be able to say in the chat that knows more about it than me what the other like officially recognized scientific gender is, or genders are. But yeah, again, if we're going to simplify it, yes, there is only men and women. You think players are going to be too cheap at the start of last year? Yeah. 97 Alaba. Got those Real Madrid links in already. Love to see it. So aliens are what the hell are you talking about, Alec? Ooh, 98 Grincher in there as well. Need to get Ericsson out. Or maybe Wan-Bissaka in. Ooh. 95 Maldini or 92 Lam would again mean needing La Liga players, mind you. I fully said aliens. Yeah. Like, honestly. Gender is a spectrum. Biological sex is indeed binary, XX or XY, but there are mutations where you can have different set chromosomes, not necessarily limited to two. Thank you very much, FPL, mate. And that's what I was getting at. So in that regard, the biological sexes, there are XX, XY. If we're talking about gender on that whole, like, you want to be non-binary, you want to identify as a fish, whatever the case may be, honestly, like, I'm not the sort of person that gives a damn, right? Like, I think people like to think that it matters. It doesn't. You can feel whoever you want to feel inside yourself, right? You can be whoever you want to be internally. If you want to identify, if you're a man that wants to identify as a woman, or any kind of like trivialization of what that might like incorporate, you go nuts. Only when you try and force me to call you a fish because you identify as a fish do I give a shit, right? And that's just where it ends for me, right? I will be respectful to you. I will genuinely respect people's decisions and choices in that regard. But if you start kind of like invading in my personal space and force me to call you something, that's where it ends. That's where it ends. Did I just bug out there trying to get through a draft? Identifying as another race. Listen, I think we're all like, again, not all of us because we've seen some morons in chat, but I think we're all grown up enough to appreciate that if somebody is trying to identify as another race, they're probably doing it in that regard that Piers Morgan was doing it in, identifying as a black lesbian to prove a point, and not because they genuinely feel like they're another race, right?
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't...
I think Arsenal will win the league this season. Possible. Possible. Plausible. There's a 3-4-2-1. Why don't it give the free win? I literally just don't care to. I just don't care to. Donovan's a nice little addition to the centre forwards, isn't he? Get back to the simple comments like, no, why no free win? Yeah, here we go. Thoughts on England, Scotland? Like, I had to ask yesterday. I was like, why are we playing a friend? Like, why are we playing a friendly against Scotland? And it was the 150th match, apparently, between England and Scotland, or since the birth of football, international football. I can't remember. Honestly, like, it's a bullcrap reason as to why we're playing again. I get the fact that this might have been like some historic moment, but why couldn't we have done it 2 months ago during the off-season, or in 8 months? Why did it have to be now? 150 years, was it, since they played the first? Okay, so if it's not 150 matches, but 150 years, it makes a little bit more sense, I suppose. But it honestly, it should have been a little bit of a charity event, or a little bit of like a non-event where the England team was made up of like either, and the Scotland team as well, of like old players that just don't play anymore, or players in like really low divisions that just never got their chance but had potential and things like that. Because taking the top players from the top teams in a friendly match between two nations that don't understand the word friendly between each other, you're just asking for injuries. Like, you're just asking for problems. It's honestly, it's just ludicrous. Just ludicrous. Apart from the fact that 150 years date falls in the November. Oh, so it's not even been the 150 years bang on as well. There you go. I don't know, man. Is this based on sorry reason? No, not at all, man. Like, if Saka got subbed on yesterday, if Saka got like, you know, a 3-month long injury, off the back of that game, I'd be furious. I'd be livid, like genuinely livid. The fact that Declan Rice started that game incenses me. Ramsdale is okay because he's a goalkeeper, but like Real Madrid are probably furious at the fact that Jude Bellingham was starting that game. Like you have to be furious. Yeah, the fact that Nketiah didn't get on the field again. Like, oh man, why even call him up, man? Honestly, Gareth Southgate has to go. Gareth Southgate has to go. I know there's a lot of people that back him. And it, like, for me, the Euros, right? It was a weird one, right? Because on the one hand, we got to the final and we really should have won the final, right? And it's my personal belief that the reason why we didn't win the final is because Gareth Southgate is a terrible manager. Even though he's the one that got us to the final, we got there by playing awful defensive anti-football when we've got a plethora of world-class talent, and it just doesn't make sense. And we are much better than that Italy team. That Italy team are old. I mean, look at, like, they're struggling against Ukraine. I know we only drew 1-1 away to Ukraine, but they were at home against Ukraine, and that Italy team just doesn't look like it at all, right? And when you look at the Euros as well, they had Chiellini and Bonucci as like 35, 36, 37-year-olds in their team. And we had a young, hungry, energetic team full of players. We honestly should have been putting them to the sword. Like, that shouldn't have even been a tough game. But because Gareth Southgate is an anti-football kind of manager, he was scared that we'd lose. And so he just didn't just go for the jugular. And I genuinely think that if we just went for the jugular against Italy, we would have smashed them. I genuinely think we would have done. But we scored after 2 minutes and then sat back hoping not to concede for 88 more minutes. It's a joke. Like, it's a genuine joke. And then, like, okay, the ludicrousy of Brit subbing on 2 players that haven't played a lick of football the whole tournament just to take some penalties as well. Ludicrous, right? Genuinely horrific management. But because he got us to the final, the nation in general were like, oh my God, what a great manager. He's done more than any other manager. Like, okay, yeah, he's done more than any other manager, but he's also not won anything. So he's also done the same as every other manager. Then you look at the World Cup. Losing to France, there's no shame in that. France are incredible, but I also think we were the better team compared to France. And I think that's the sort of game where it is what it is, right? Like, we could have beat France, we lost to France. Like, whatever the case is, it's there. But yeah, I mean, the World Cup was the World Cup. But since then, you know, like, I don't know, man. Like, I just think I still can't get over the fact that Harry Maguire starts more games for England than he does for Manchester United. Right? And people say things like, he's never let England down, though. That doesn't matter. Like, if the barrier for entry for keeping your spot in the national team is just not letting them down, then we are fucking doomed. Sorry for swearing. We are doomed. If it is literally just, if that bare minimum is just don't let us down, mate, and you'll be golden, we are doomed. A game like that game against Scotland, that's the sort of game where Harry Maguire should be playing, starting in a game where it's like, look, we appreciate all you've done for the national team over the years. This is your game, right? You go and play this one. In these competitive games, Harry Maguire should be nowhere near the field, nowhere near. Right, just shouldn't be. And because that whole like never let England down thing as well is like, how do you know that Tomori also wouldn't let England down, but he never gets a chance? Tomori might not only not let England down, he might thrive for England. Yet he doesn't get the opportunity because Harry Maguire has never let England down, and it's just crazy to me that is what's the acceptable like response regarding players like Harry Maguire. Like, even Calvin Phillips just shouldn't be in the England squad. He just shouldn't be there. He might be good. He might have good games for England. He might play reasonably well for England. He just shouldn't be in the England squad. Jamal Musiala. Yeah, Phillips did play well. That's what I'm saying, though. I'm not saying Phillips played badly. But, like, if James Ward-Prowse was there, he might have played well too. If Eze started in that role instead, well, maybe not in that defensive midfield role, but whoever the other, like, English options are for that role, they also might not have let England down too. They also might have played well there too. It was do you know why I'm like, do you know why it bothers me so much? Because ultimately it's not really that big a deal, but do you know why it bothers me so much? It bothers me so much because when he first became England manager, he had a massive stance and point to suggest that the usual suspects won't be getting their game time like they normally do. I'm going to be picking players based on form and nothing else. And so if that means like a star gets dropped because they're out of form, then they get dropped. And he's just that was just a bold-faced lie, wasn't it? That was just a bold-faced lie. He just picks his favorites, man, every time. It's just easier that way for him, isn't it? Just so inconsistent, though, isn't it? His reason for dropping arguably the best player for England in Sterling, yet Sterling is dropped without a hint. Then he does the opposite with the team. Yeah. And what's even crazier is Sterling's, as bad as Chelsea have been, Sterling has started this season on fire. How on earth was he not called up to the national team? And again, it's like after all of what he has done for England, after how much Sterling has given to England, he's now found his form again and still can't get into the England team. It's mental. It's like, honestly, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Because of you. Right, let's actually let me get out of this one, and then we'll actually record a 129 challenge. Oh, how Bowen isn't in the England squad, I don't know, man. England's best team is Ramsdale, Walker, Stones, Dunk, Shaw, Rice, Bellingham, Maddison, Rashford, Kane, Foden. I'm not so sure I agree with that. Not even just Saka. I don't know if Ramsdale... Obviously, I love Ramsdale because I'm an Arsenal fan and whatnot, but like, I think Ramsdale is probably on that same level with Pickford and Pope. I don't think Ramsdale is necessarily better, but yes, Saka has to be in England's best 11. It's difficult, isn't it? Because England have got a lot of really good players that all play the same positions. You know, Foden, Saka, Rashford, like even Maddison to a degree in that like certain roles. Right? We definitely have just like a few positions where we're like overburdened. Yeah, Grealish as well, precisely. Like we got a lot of players that can fit those same roles. Disagree. Everyone saw from the first game Italy 3-0 were going to be one of the prize favourites. I in spite of that, I don't think. I still think that England should have just been dominating on. I think England should get a foreign manager. I don't know. I think, you know, we went through our... What did we go through? Like Capello, Sven-Göran Eriksson. Who else did we have that was foreign? I think there was one more foreigner that managed us as well. And they were just as bad. Yeah, we do need like genuinely someone like Pep would be ideal for England. But, you know, would Pep want to manage England? I don't know. Maybe he would. Pep could do it part-time. Do you know what? He probably could. He could probably just do it on the side and still be good enough. He's not just not let us down. He's been the best England player at the last 2 tournaments. If you, like Tom Barnes, if you think Harry Maguire has been the best England player in the last 2 tournaments, then we don't watch the same sport. Harry Maguire was literally one of the core reasons why we conceded to Iran. And again, right, like what you have to take into consideration is Manchester United are not in the best situation as a club right now. Their defensive situation is all over the place, and he cannot get in the team. He is last choice player in Man United's team. He doesn't get any game time there. That alone should let you know that he's not fit for international football. Even if he's been like, and I don't agree with this, but even if he's been the best player for you for England, and even if he hasn't let England down, it doesn't matter. He's not fit for he's not fit for football. He's not fit for international football. He's just not. Would I have Maguire in the 23 as fourth choice? No, I think we've got plenty of options in the Premier League and abroad that are good enough and starting for their club that should be getting game time ahead of Harry Maguire and just being on the team instead of Harry Maguire. Not ultimate team though. So I don't agree with you, so you're just going to diminish my opinion to, oh, I think this is ultimate team. Okay, buddy. So do you believe then, Tom Barnes, that no manager in the history of football should ever get fired? Because you should just trust that the manager knows what they're doing. Is that your outlook? Dressing room impact might be more important than football. Then take him along for the ride. Don't call him up on the team sheet, but say, hey, Harry, we really appreciate your dressing room impact. So we'd like you to join up with the squad, train with the squad, and be in the dressing room with the squad, but you're going to be in the stands for game time. There you go. There's your dressing room impact. Sterling should be back in. Whoa, Tom, don't you think that the manager knows a bit more about what they're doing than us average English fans? How can you dare say Sterling should be back in? Surely you should be backing every single decision Southgate makes because he knows better than us, doesn't he? Wasn't that your viewpoint just one moment ago? Bowen isn't better than Saka. Nobody said he was. Foden, Grealish, or Sterling, though. Yeah, no, but Tom, you're not allowed that opinion, remember, because we have to trust in the manager. He obviously knows what he's doing. It's sad because he gets so much crap. But you get so much crap. Like, a player that plays well doesn't get crap. Right? That's just the truth of the matter, right? If Harry Maguire was genuinely just very good, right, and just consistently good and consistently performing above par, people wouldn't get on his back because he'd be performing well. Nobody would be getting on his back. At the same time, nobody deserves abuse either, right? And again, I think that's where there's a line on social media between engaging with your opinion on whether or not Harry Maguire should be in the England squad or not versus flat out abusing the man because he's performing poorly, right? Like, I think everyone is well within their right to use their voice to say, hey, I don't think he's good enough for our national team. I'd like somebody else. But yeah, when people start literally abusing him, that's a line crossed, isn't it? Pogba. Right, don't let me go into another draft without recording, guys. In fact, I just want to record. There's a reason we all love Jude Bellingham. Harry Maguire isn't fit for the England shirt. No need to give him shit, I agree, Net, but it's not national team material. I would 100% agree with that. Would I be the manager for the England team if I had a chance? I think, obviously, like, you know, when it comes to being a manager, you need all the coaching badges. You need to understand, like, if you took any person today, even if you was like some massive football manager fan, right, and you like played football manager into oblivion and micromanaged every aspect, I think if somebody put you into the world of management with that experience, you wouldn't have a clue what to do, right? I think we'd all just be absolutely clueless. And so when I think about the nuance of managing, I'd be bloody awful, right? I would genuinely be awful. There's no two ways about it. I would be a horrific manager for anyone, let alone England. However, when it comes to actually picking the 23 that get in the England team, I absolutely think I'd do a better job than Gareth Southgate. 100%. Not sure about that, Nep. Good work. Didn't that bloke from France do it? Yeah. He was doing really, really well as well. But I don't think his only ever experience in management was FM. Hit record. I will hit record. Just wait. Trent can be key for England because of how good on the ball he is. Just don't play him like, yeah. Trent in midfield would be good. All right. Right, Vipes. I've changed some things around now, so hopefully you should get all of the things that make sense and none of the other stuff. So we'll see. What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another 129 draft challenge. The FC24 content is like really ramping up, and so I want to use today's draft challenge as a little chance to discuss with you what's coming for FC24, what's coming for the remainder of FC23, and just a little reminiscent moment on the channel. That's a good start of strikers, isn't it? And so, yeah, first of all, if you guys are enjoying the content, you want to drop a thumbs up, that would be very much appreciated. And back here, there. And if you're new here, hit subscribe. We are so close to 100,000, and it would be great to hit it before FC24. But if we hit it during FC24, that would be great too. So I had planned anyway to do a whole bunch of things, a 129 draft every other day, some gameplay drafts and stuff. But the truth of the matter is that I am just about done with my ability to put any energy levels into this game, as I'm sure some of you guys are as well. But I'm just over a FIFA 23. The FC24 stuff is coming. You know, when that starts getting fed through the social platforms and social channels, you just, well, I do anyway, just lose interest in the current game. You know, we're getting the database on the 15th, and that's just going to be great fun for like scouring some hidden talents and whatnots, and like a whole bunch of other things coming. And then the web app comes just a few days after. And so what we're most likely going to have is today we're going to have this 129 draft challenge. Tomorrow or the day after, we're going to have one final gameplay draft, just where we build the best draft that we possibly can and then just go and play a game with it. And then over the next few days, it'll probably get recorded on Saturday or Sunday. We'll do the 4-hour draft to 129 that will be the last FIFA 23 draft video. For FC24, it's going to be much the same, to be honest. We'll obviously start with a whole bunch of draft gameplay content. You know, depending on how, if and how much EA change FC24 drafts. If it is just the same thing, but with, you know, position modifiers, then this next year's content will just be another good Draft to Glory series where it's like, yeah, let's just play it through, see what we see, do what we do, test every new card every time it comes out, and then as the game cycle kind of moves on, develop more into like the highest rated drafts and whatnot. However, if EA out of nowhere makes some incredible changes to draft, then we will absolutely we'll revamp the content in line with what those possible changes may offer us as possibilities of making new content, you know. So that's what will come. But just from me to you guys, of course, thank you for another incredible year. You know, I started this draft channel a few years ago. Much like with the Road to Glory channel, the draft content used to be huge on the main channel. Like, I could upload me just building 3 drafts and get 400,000 views on it. Like, it was ludicrous. But now it kind of lost its edge because not a lot's changed. So we brought it over to a brand new channel, and you guys have still come over in your tens of thousands to show the support. So thank you for another incredible year, and we're going to be here for another one. So next year actually will be the most consistent in terms of draft. You know, this year took a little while to get going, but we've uploaded a draft almost every day for about 4 or 5 months now, which is awesome. But yeah, our first draft here today, terrible. So let's get into another one. Three, 4, 1, 2, super for the 129. You often get 97 Mbappe, 97 Jumla combo. Do you think the Ultimate Edition will be worth it just to buy for the night promo? It's not, no.
Hello and welcome.
It's
and I
not.
can tell you it.
If you get massive FOMO though, go for it, but it's not necessary for sure. Bolsho. All right. Attempt numero dos. Here we go. According to Guilherme, the 3412 is guaranteed 129. So if he's wrong, I think I don't want any. I'm going to take Strefeza there. If he's wrong, I think we have to block him. He said, and I quote, "You are guaranteed 97 Mbappe, 97 Ginola combo, guaranteed." I don't know about that. Oh, I don't know about that. This has been dire so far. Oh, there's 97 Torre. I think that's more my drafting skills than anything else, though. 98 Abedi Pele. If we get 97 plus here, could be some, never mind. We'll take Fede Valverde. The old Real Madrid players. Love that. Centre-back number 1 is 98 Lucio. Almost tempted to take 97 Alaba there because of Real Madrid links, but got to go with the 98 when you got the 98, haven't you? And then we'll also go over 93 Jules Koundé. And last but not least, we'll go with... yeah, we'll go for Fofana. We've got some French links, some Premier League links, some French League links. And then in goal, Rip. We'll go with Edgar Badia. Decent chemistry, decent rating. We need to get Strefeza out. 99 Donnarumma would be ideal here. No, we'll take 98 Allison. We have got some Premier League links again. Lebosch. Yeah, listen. Yeah, we're waiting for that Mbappe-Ginola combo, which will be actually really helpful right now, to be fair. Mbappe over Alvarez. Ginola in that left mid spot. Everybody's on full chemistry at that stage. We'll take Jonathan Klaus for that spot there. Erdegaard. Going to be the guy. Doesn't help, though. Both of those have the issue of, like, the odd nation. Ooh, Gabby Martinelli in that left mid role. We need a Premier League centre-back and a Premier League right mid. We are Gucci. .97 Bruno Fernandes is good rating. 95 Marcus Rashford is good rating. Porter is not good rating. Nkunku is good rating. Yeah, this rating is actually genuinely quite huge, and we're not too far off the chemistry. We'll take David Beckham there. He gives us a little +3. So we need a Premier League manager, La Liga player. I wonder if Valverde loses us 1 chem point. We're now a La Liga manager away, but it would have to be an Argentine La Liga manager. We're also 2 ratings away. We're still far away. 96 Sammy Eto'o. We're struggling to even upgrade the bench now. Now we go back over Erdegaard over Valverde. Leaves us needing a Premier League centre-back. Maybe I should have taken that Joe Gomez. Would have been nice. Yeah, I don't even think... We can't even really get him on the bench. The 95 rated. Not bad, to be fair. It's not bad effort. If only we had that Mbappe-Ginola left mid-striker combination, that probably would have been it. That's a very valiant attempt, though. Very valiant attempt. Yeah, that's not bad. Erdegaard over Renato. Yes. Neb, did you find out if you can upgrade evolutions so you can use full United Arsenal team and just keep upgrading that? You can upgrade evolutions, yeah. EA already mentioned that.
Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. I'm your match commentator.
No, Viper, no. If you listen to me intro this one, which I know you was here, you would have heard me say about how I'm going to do this now, and a gameplay draft for tomorrow, and then a 4-hour draft on the weekend. Oh, no, you are. Never mind. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not doing a 4-hour one now. Here we go with attempt number 3. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it is. We just need that Mbappe and Ginola combination, and we'll be fine. We'll take George Best. It's always awful when you get those ones, isn't it? Guarantees 99 Benzema, though, on the bench. 94 Eusebiu there. Just give away the win. No, I won't. But thank you anyway. Centre mid number 2 is going to be another high rated. Love that. 94 Verity. Centre mid number 3. We'll go over the 93 De Bruyne. Reasonably tough to link at this stage, but take Hakimi there as well. Would have been better if it's a Team of the Year version, but it's okay. And that's why it's okay. Ooh. No, we're going to go Maldini there because the Italian links gets us some good chemistry, even if then we can take out the right back. Ah, even better for Italian links. Now we can definitely take out the right back. In that left back role, we'll go with Javi Galán. We're going to need some La Liga players, Spanish players, or an icon hero left back. We're going to have to commit to either Premier League or Donnarumma would be so great here. Right, we'll take Van der Sar. Look at this for an icon draft. We're best there as well. This is actually a big draft. We'll take Cunha at left back. There's Benjamin Pavard. Doesn't help in that right back role, but he's the highest rated anyway, so we'll take him. This is where we need another big upgrade. Centre mid. Look, another icon. Another Italian icon. What is that? Right, now let's get our striker. Striker, Grove. So we need French La Liga. No, French left back from the French league. But I think the rating is like well off on this one. Rating is well off. Hello. Even hard to upgrade the bench at this stage here. Need another like big centre forward. Could have taken Alexis Sanchez actually in that centre forward role, but that Italian's already got full chemistry. Oh, this bench is dead. Diogo Gonçalves, Copenhagen GOAT, baby. Draft is dead. Draft is dead. Oh, it started off so well. Then Flexer. Don't play it, brother. Nobody gives a shit about your dumb opinion.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, and with...
That bench was awful. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was very bad. Right. We go again. 3-4-2-1 this time. This could be good. This could be good fun. We'll start with Michael Owen. Ballon d'Or winner, Michael Owen. We'll take Ruboy. Go on, give me that Beckham or Llorente. Oh! 3 icons for 3 straight away. Make that 4. Bobby Perez. Make that 5. This got to be an icon, isn't it? Surely. I told you, 99 Benz, man. Let's go. As good as an icon. Better, actually. What's crazy is these... We've got 2 English icons, which is massive for Bellingham's chemistry. But Fred gets guaranteed chemistry. But I've got to go with that Bellingham. Those icons are actually bringing the team down, aren't they, a little bit? Go over Joan Jordan there. Right, come on, EA. I see. What's that trash, man? Araujo. Laurent Blanc. Another icon. Love that. French and English players are just going to be key for this draft, aren't they? Unai Nunez. Those 2 common goals are just absolutely ruining everything. 98 Allison as well. Very nice. Now we've got to go for some Premier League players for sure. Or, you know, just got to get a better goalkeeper. We'll go for him because he's French and he can go in there. Araujo. He's not bad. At all. This draft is dead. This draft is fun, but it's also dead at the same time. Can't do anything with it, you know. Need some more icons and heroes. Need some more centre mids and centre backs as well. God damn it. Edison Cavani, 96 rated and premium chemistry. Love that. Del Piero is actually an upgrade on Hullet, which is nice. Casemiro in that centre midfield is a whopping upgrade and Brazilian Premier League, so that helps massively too. We get Emerick Aubameyang. We need some more big specials, really. This might already be a 94 rated. Not. Kind of just need an icon centre back. English. Ferdinand, please. Would have been nice. Still not 94 rated. That's mad. Adrian Rabiot. Still not 94 rated. That's mad. I suppose, it's, as I said, it's those icons, man. They just let the team down quite a lot. They're just, you know, 94, 95, 93, 94 rated just aren't quite good enough. That's the second draft in a row that started off really well and just died a horrid death, isn't it? What is this dead content you're not even playing? If you don't like my content, brother, there is a button, probably a few buttons you could press on the screen right now that will take you off of my content.
And everyone is ready to go here in Berlin.
Yeah, Michael Owen, the Ballon d'Or winner, mate. How does Michael Owen have a Ballon d'Or and Thierry Henry doesn't? Crazy, crazy. That's 2 draft token packs in a row. All right, attempt number 4. We'll do 5 for today. We've got another 4-3-2-1. I will finish on a 4-3-3 in the 5th one as well, if we get one, obviously. But we'll start with Hullet. Come on, give me that big 99 rate striker. Never mind. Joselu. Probably going to have a good season, isn't he, old Joselu? We'll take 95 Del Piero. Come on, big 98, 99s now. Marquisio 98, kick us off. No, we'll take Gabri Vega, though. We've got those Spanish La Liga links coming in thick and fast. We'll take 96 Fred right there. And another Spanish La Liga player. Love that. Love that. Carvajal. Desperate. Desperate here. You've given me DeMarcos. Oh, dear me. Yep. You know when you just know a draft's not going to be the draft? This is that. This is that. Another Spanish... Oh, I suppose we'll take Hero, the Spanish links for the Spanish players. We'll take Ter Stegen. It's not a terrible draft. We are going to need some massive key players. We are not getting said massive key players, but we are going to need those massive key players. And this one could be saved. The Pacho's just not it. We will take Alexander-Arnold, though, because we've got Butland with the English links as well. See, that's where we need, like, the 98 Lucio. Alaba's nice for it, mind you. Nice little chem boost. Nice little La Liga boost. 95 Petit doesn't fit into the team. And that's why this formation is actually pretty dead these days, isn't it? 95 Figo, however, does fit into the team, which is quite nice. Nice little upgrade. This is going to be one of those drafts that feels like really bad and unassuming, but ends up being like quite good overall. Maybe not. Still need a new centre-back. Oh, 99 Benzema. We do like that. That's the 2nd time in a row he showed up, which is nice, because these are the sort of drafts I'd like to be playing with the 99 rated players. 98 Dybala as well, straight after. We gain a little chemistry point on him too. For the Argentine link, but the rating overall gets a massive... See, now, give me a 99 striker. Didn't. I really need a centre-back from La Liga, to be fair. Which we're not going to get. Or maybe we are. We're not going to get it. We get Martin Ødegaard to finish this one off. Is it going to be a 94? Not quite. Not quite. It would be if, like... I mean, that is a fun draft, though. That 98 Dybala, 99 Benzema. Midfield's reasonable. That backline lets it down a little bit. But let's get into the 5th and final attempt for today. What's the record for the highest draft? 129. There's a transfer market not shared between pieces. I don't know about the transfer market, to be honest. I don't know if it's shared or not. I'm afraid. I'm not afraid. Will I be doing player reviews in FC24? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like... It really depends. Like, a lot of what the content's going to be is going to depend on how EA have changed and adapted the game. If it's very similar to the game that we currently have, content is going to be very similar to the content that we've had, with some changes. All right, the final attempt for today. Let's get ourselves a 4-3-3, eh? We didn't. We did get a 3-4-3 though. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that. We'll take Lorient in that right mid. Here's where we need the big boys. Yes, L-O-Y ran. Followed by 90 Barnes. And then crashed in it. Crashed. EA confirmed it's separate transfer market still? Okay. Could only Evo one player, who would it be? Bukayo Saka. Like, for example, right? Evolutions could be mad for content. Because if EA released like an Evo slot that's like maximum 88 rated, maximum 90 pace, maximum 88 dribbling, maximum 3-star weak foot, trying to find who that best Evo, like the best player to put into that Evo is going to be incredible. And you know, you'll start looking at different options of Evo cards or of players. It's like, oh, if you boost this player, these are the stats he's going to have. If you boost this player, these are the stats he's going to have. And so on and so forth, right? And it could just be amazing. It can't be far amazing. I know this draft's not going to be amazing. Oh, maybe it is. Mr. Muller in there. All right, this draft has... once we got Ljungberg 89 and Park 89, I kind of lost a bit of interest, but my interest has peaked again based on those two midfielders. And 97 Cordoba and 98 Lucio. Love that. Like 94 Maldini, though, is legit. Wait, hold on. We are 3 players away from having a full chemistry team without needing any links. That would be a cool draft to have, wouldn't it? We need 99 Donnarumma or an icon in here. Here's EA for absolutely nothing. We need a new hero or icon or premium chemistry centre-back. Just ruining my day, EA, aren't you? Just ruining my day. And then a right mid. That's also premium icon chemistry stuff. Sergio Busquets doesn't go in there, of course. I'll do one more for today's draft. I really want to get a 4-3-3 variant to finish off with. Damn. This draft really would have been nice if we got those 31 chemistry. Nice big rating upgrade there as well. Saka 93. See if he was just right mid, man. Oh, FC24 can't come quick enough. Because we're going to have a 93 Saka from the off, aren't we? Steak. This is a really cool draft, mind you. But still, I'm going to go for a another one. One more attempt. Gabriel has to be a beast this year. He was done dirty with a non-ret. Yeah. Nice that he got 90 minutes for Brazil last night as well.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. My name is Derek Ray.
Premier League and Bundesliga drafts are now available. Gameplay draft probably be tomorrow, I think. Didn't come back with jelly hammies either. Yeah, which is nice. All right, the actual last attempt for today. Hey, we got a... I'm going to go with a 4-3-3 flat. I know the holding offers some good options. But the flat is just my jam, you know. There's so many 98, 99 rated midfielders, centre mids. We're going to take Rudiger there, a Real Madrid player. And then left wing, Ronaldinho. Love that. Good start. Not the best, but good. We'll go with 95 Xavi. Followed by 93 Marino, La Liga links and Spanish icon link. Oh, ooh. I feel like we've kind of got to go 93 Valverde here. instead of De Bruyne. De Bruyne's got 99 as well. Valverde, okay, he's a little few extra ratings lower, but it's all part of the cause, isn't it? Roussillon goes in there because of Geraldo Becker, baby, the GOAT. Never mind, it's Varane. Varane, that's all right, though. French links, love that. Love that. Capdevila, show me. Alonso Davies, Coco, I can't beat. All right. 27 chemistry. Need La Liga right back, La Liga centre mids. All right. David De Gea is actually pretty legit. He gets full chem. Varane goes up to 2 dots. We get Zaha at right back. Could be the one. Could be the one. Not going to though. We get James, who would be great in the new game. I put Lloris in there. More French links, Premier League links. Gavi in there. Lose that link on Varane at that point, but 97 killing them with the million and Mbappe. Love that, because that means we're just a French manager away from 1, 2, 3 10 points, but we're 2 Bundesliga links away. So a Bundesliga centre back, Geraldo Becker, the GOAT. EA, come on, man, give me Becker. And this draft's the one. You know you want to. Raul Cancelo. Going to take 95 Del Piero over my Darlington. 97 Benz. Rating's very reasonable on this draft. I'd be very surprised if it's not a 94. It is a 94. We've got 2 picks to go, and we've got a 78 rated just sitting in the team. Like, how stinky is that? Dead. Like, I feel like this probably would be a 95 if we just had the highest rated card in that slot instead. Not. But there you go, guys. Our final 192 draft attempt is that. That's not a terrible draft, but we got 0 Footies cards in this draft, which is quite bad. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you next time. I'm out. Peace. What do I think about VAR? I think VAR exposes the fact that referees are shit, and a lot of the rules in football are so ambiguous and leave so much up to interpretation that they also are shit. That's my truth. Where is the 4-hour challenge? I haven't recorded it yet, my friend. Pause. Viper, grow. I messaged Viper at 10:30 this morning. He got back to me at 20 to 2 in the afternoon. Unbelievable. Sadly, in the championship, we're just stuck with bad refs and their dubious decisions. It's a joke. Sky employee Mike Dean offers no insight, and he basically came out and said he didn't follow the rules because one of the refs was his mate. Or what was it for? It was for a pay rise, but because you wasn't there at the time, the position's since been filled. Big Mike's, what are you talking about? CR7 or Ori, mate. Michael Jackson is dead and is an icon, so he should be an icon in the game. Well, that's dumb, isn't it? How close am I completing to every SBC? So I want to get messy. Otherwise, I've done everything that I want and that I care about. I missed out on Declan Rice, which is just real big pain. So hopefully EA release a new centre-back with premium chemistry or full-backs with premium chemistry. But seriously, what did you miss? I was being genuinely serious. Any solo content plan with the international break finish up? Not for the foreseeable future, no. Swap Mbappe 9. Yeah, that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Just re-release all of the 99s as SBCs so we can get Declan Rice again. '99 Gabriel centre-back. Yeah, for his first 2 Brazilian international appearances, 100%. Is it going to get more cover star icons? I doubt it. I doubt it. We can do a few more 85x10s, mind you. Get involved in that. You're trying to destroy your pattern for the game's release. I don't know what riddle that is. Sosbrov, mates. Any good packs today? Yeah, we packed. We've hit a few good cards today. Yeah, Sergio Ramos, Thiago Silva would be 2 good ones. Sergio Ramos specifically, he should get, but it'll probably be a flashback for him, won't it? So I'm trying to change my sleep pattern, so I'll be awake late on the 21st. You need to change your sleep pattern just to be awake late. Damn, being under the thumb has really changed you. Sleeping pattern. I know what he meant, Dan. I just wanted to make him say. Would I get AFC earlier due to Australian time zone? Very potentially, yeah. You saying I'm ruled by the missus? Yeah, I'm not saying it. You are showing it. I'm not. I'm just here. You know what I mean? Viper promised us he will stream. That's why, unfortunately for Viper, the opportunity that was there just disappeared. Viper's caught in a tough world, right? The world of wanting to be a content creator and having some good success on his Viperization too, as well. Some good opportunities to move that forwards into the new game, but also needing like a job in the industry. So it's Kiki Kaylor Navas. How does member work? So it's like a sub on Twitch, except you don't get no. Tell you what you do. No, you don't even get that for becoming a member. Honestly, like YouTube's member system, it is just about supporting the creator. You don't really get benefits. WTF? Oh, it's just where it's at, isn't it? Just where it's at. Just where we're at. Oh, that wasn't a bad shot. Like you are literally caught in that world of like grinding the content creation side of things, but also working for a content creator in the industry, and it's a tough one to navigate because how much do you pour into your own role? Like, for example, when the new game comes out straight away and I need a load of things and you're streaming because you promised everyone now that you'd be streaming, I'm done at it. Viper, you're overreacting. Yeah, Viper, you're overreacting. Oh no. What's one thing that wasn't announced for FC24 that you'd wish that was in the game? I don't know. Are those promo packs the 100k packs? Yeah, nothing special for a member on YouTube. Yeah, sad. But if you get YouTube Premium or whatever it is, you can do picture-in-picture. Co-op draft will be legit, yeah. Has this opportunity gone fully? No. It's something that, basically, I like from literally right now, we really need to get on top of 97 Oblak, nice. On top of making short form content and just making socials content in general. And so I need someone from basically today onwards to be fully dedicated to making me socials, short form socials content for all platforms. But I know it's time consuming, so it's one of those tricky situations. Duplicate storage would be brilliant, yeah. You've seen the TikTok stuff? I have not seen the TikTok stuff, no. Or if you could edit a card, find it up in stats, customize how it looks. Yeah, that'd be pretty legit. What's up, Kieran? How you doing, man? The new creator program. Oh, maybe I have. Maybe that's what Josh was telling me about the 1 minute stuff. But yeah, that's like prime example, right? I'd quit my job if you pay good. You do a good job, I'll pay. Kids are back. I just want to go and see how Tristan's done at nursery today. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna run some ads, and you guys are gonna stay here and watch them because you know that it's important to me and my family. Thanks. All right. Anyway, for today, I think we probably are done for today now. I might come back if something fun comes out, impromptu stream or whatever. But yeah, we're going to be done for now. Thank you guys as always for watching, and I will see you next time. Good night. And